nigga be crispy. Yeah, hey, I'm shameless, so shameless. With my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take your girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste, let's get these commas up. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at these hoes like she don't notice. Titty sit right, that ass be poking. I'm sitting in the front cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I passed with an A, but left her with a D.
How am I on camera? Fix your face.
Look great.
I look great. Well, that's amazing. I don't really care about this sweat. Shit,
Right.
wow.
It looks better though.
You good? We recorded? Oh, now you act like we've been recording forever. Yeah. What do you mean? She the most obvious thing in the world.
That's crazy.
Shout
Don't
out
talk
to
about
y'all.
it like that.
No, because listen, she knows. That's mad love. It's mad love. Shout out to everybody that got mad love for us. We've had been a lot of love going on around these parts lately.
What?
What about fake love? Yeah, how y'all feel about fake love? You ever had a moment where you felt like it was fake love? You thought it was real love, but then you found out it was fake love?
Yes.
When was that? When was your last time you found out about you was fake love?
When damn, I can't even tell it.
Can't tell it.
Niggas I thought was cool with me, I found out they was talking shit about me. I had to press a lot of people that day. It was not pretty.
Damn. It'd be like that. But does that mean if you find out that somebody that you know, y'all had a good relationship, you find out they talking shit about you, does it mean they don't like you?
Cause it's fake love. Cause I feel like you in my face, that's not the energy that you give. Like when it's me and you kicking it, that's not the energy that you give. But
I can talk about you behind your back and still care about you.
but it's a different type of talking about you. It's one thing like to be like, yo, Dodge get on my nerves. That's regular. It's another thing to be like, Dodge thinks she better than everybody else and she da 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 da.
I might have said that about you before. I don't mean I don't love you.
I do.
You definitely carry yourself on a higher tier. You hold yourself to like you niggas, but then me, I do the same thing, but it's
I'm
different.
elitist?
But you'll say it to her.
Gotta hear both sides.
Right.
That's crazy. I'm an elitist.
But you'll say it to her, so if you say it behind her back, then it's consistent. So it's,
And that's how I am. Like if I have something to say about somebody, I'm gonna say it to you. So when I say it to somebody else, I don't feel no type of way.
Right.
My thing is, if we a bunch of grown ass people, why am I hearing new information about how you feel about me from somebody
From other
else?
people.
That shit is weird. So then I gotta run down and knock on doors and ask niggas, do we have a problem?
Did you really run?
I walk very slow.
A slow walk is much more ominous.
I walk
than a
very
run.
slow.
Mm-hmm.
I called the nigga up on his day off. Cause everybody, I was knocking on doors. Niggas wasn't there, so I had to, yo, let me call you. You got a
ominous
problem?
is like intimidating. 'Cause that's what I was thinking.
It's very dark.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's
Like
very
Jason,
like foreboding.
Jason Voorhees,
Yes.
like that slow
Yeah.
walk. Like, oh shit,
Yeah.
this nigga catches me, it's a wrap. You know?
What about
It's
you?
over.
What about you? Fake love. Anytime you thought it was real and you found out it was fake.
I can't think of no recent examples. I could think of like back in the day when I had to carry records into the club.
Mm-hmm.
You get all your niggas is helping you carry the crates into the club, so they get in for free.
Facts.
When the party's over, everybody going. These niggas is at breakfast. They exchanging numbers. They bagged all the
That's
chicks.
not fake love. That's fucking vodka.
Nah,
We used to
real-
drink mad vodka.
Yeah.
Nah, it ain't vodka because you trying to, go to breakfast with shorty.
Nigga, I was hoping you carry your crate things out because you had the car. So I can't leave you. We gotta go, nigga. I'm drunk.
Sometimes you gotta be a helpful nigga when you need a favor.
We had a moment about with fake love.
Who had a moment?
Us. You didn't know?
So shameless?
Yes.
Really?
What I miss?
You haven't been in the Discord?
Uh-oh.
You haven't not know. Dodge seen it, saw what was going on in Discord. So
I'm
the Patreon, right? I keep getting this message over the last week. Very good looking young lady.
Mm-hmm.
Very good looking young lady. You see a picture in the Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can I get the Discord link? Now I'm traveling. I'm off. I'm running around. I'm not by my computer. So every once in a while, because I have to go through about 3 or 4, I got the Discord for the hardest stuff. I got So Shameless. I got the Play Party Discord. A lot of Discord. So sometimes my phone won't log in. Right? So I'm like, Mom, when I get my computer, I got you. I'm going to send you the Discord link. I got you. About 4 days go by. She's like,
What happened?
should I just get a refund from Patreon? I'm like, oh, my bad. Get your refund. I'll still send you the link. And you can stay for 2 months based on, I like, customer service. We don't do much with the Patreon. So, hey, I can't front on somebody for a fucking Discord link.
Right.
Here, take it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Finally get it to her. She jumps in. Melly, was you in there? She jumps into the Discord. Nigga, she hit the ground running.
She came in shooting.
Nigga, she came in ass out. Dropping ass, every naked ass. I'm like, holy shit. About 3 of these niggas was like, holy shit. Niggas' eyes was leaning in. All types of shit.
She was dropping ass?
Nigga, she was dropping ass. Arse.
I missed that.
Arse.
Arse. A-R-S-E, arse.
But this arse looks quite familiar
Excuse me?
to me. I'm an arsetician.
Uh,
Nigga, I'm an aesthetician.
shit.
I'm an assologist. I pay attention to ass. This is an internet ass. I've seen this ass before. So I'm looking now, and she's, Trav, when people come in, Trav, Malcolm, Brandon, they have this thing where they like, occupation, age, where you're from,
Drop a picture.
You like it in the
Tell us about
ass.
yourself.
Not you, like
Things
it
like, titty boy, titty size, broadside. I'm busy though. I'm off, whatever. So I'm like, I know this ass, and it's clapping. She's no panties on, nothing, just ass. It's clapping.
All of this was in the Discord?
Look at Trump.
Nobody added? Nobody
Niggas
added
ain't
me?
at Trump. You wasn't gonna come through anyway, nigga. Cause niggas be like at everyone. I don't see your name pop up.
Nah, when I get hit with the add everyone, I look,
You look.
see what's going on.
The milkman is in there. Now we have very distinct personalities in our Patreon, in our Discord. Everybody knows everybody now. It's funny as shit.
Oh shit.
This one guy is in there. He's like, oh shit, I follow you already. Like, he's like, what's your Instagram? He's like, oh shit, I follow you already. So it's seeming like, people know each other. But I keep thinking about that ass. So I go to the gram, and I'm like, oh, I know Shorty. I'm looking at pictures like, yeah, I know Shorty. I'm like, wait a minute. This bitch is halfway famous. This bitch just made a song with a girl that like, she was on the original song. And then Sweetie came and did a remix with the girl whose actual song it was, and kicked this girl off. It was a big thing on the timeline like a year ago.
Oh shit.
Me and her we talking, she's watching my stories and shit like that. So I know this girl. I'm like, I know this girl. I'm like, she has more than 1,400 followers. She has at least 40,000, 50,000 followers. So what happened to her page? Did she get deleted? I was like, this is interesting. So now I'm like, what's her name? And I go back and look. I look at the at the Twitter. The Twitter's been active since 2019. I was just talking to this girl a couple months ago. I know this girl. Her Twitter hasn't been deleted. So who's this person? I hit up Trav on the side. I said, yo, bro, I think we got one.
I think we got one. It's really sick, bro.
I said, Trav, I think this bitch is catfish. And these niggas talking to her, and then I say, yo, Trav, keep the conversation going. Ask her about herself. I want her to dig her hole. I said, don't press her. Let her dig the hole. Let's see how far she goes.
Y'all play all
Trav is
day.
hilarious. Trav is like, so, what school you in? She's like, I'm in nursing school. Yeah. Trav is like, you're 21? She's like, yeah, I'm 21. He said, wow. What did they say? She's a prodigy.
Said med school.
She said she's in med school. He said to be a nurse or a doctor. She said to be a doctor. I said, At 21? Wow. Usually that takes years to get to med school.
Yo.
I'm still scrolling.
And she throwing ass on the intro,
And you're
but you
throwing
going
ass.
to med. Okay,
And you're a
med
doctor.
school.
I'm like, I can't remember the name. I'm thinking Bad Kitty. Like, it's something like that. And all of these different ads keep coming out. I'm like, fuck. So I start Googling Sweetie feature and this and that. And I start getting close. I start seeing the signs. Boom! Shorty's page pops up. I sent it to Trav. Bro, when I tell you we had a fucking ball in the Discord. Now, Trav is still bullshitting, asking her questions and shit. She's just answering away. I was like, I just want to know how long you've been catfish.
Oh, shit.
And what made you choose this profession?
What?
Oh, baby. We never heard from her again.
Oh, really?
She never answered again. My problem with people that are catfish is, where are you going with this?
Yeah, right?
What is it for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's very oppy
But
behavior.
then I started thinking, why was she here? What was she doing? And I said to myself, did this nigga say he was following her already? And he's the one that she was talking to. I don't know. But I think the milkman may have a stalker. I'm trying to understand this. Everybody's talking to this young lady. She's acting stush. She's not responding to anybody. Except this one nigga. Until all the other thirsty niggas in the chat was like, oh, he's the only one you know in here. You know, da da da. He was already following her. Meaning there may have been some type of cross connection. Something's going on.
Child.
I thought she was like my stalker or something. I was like, but what's the point? What's the point of coming in here talking to this other nigga if you stalking me? I would be like, at me, so Tahoe, why you got me in here?
Right.
Or maybe when I was in Patreon trying to fuck with me in there, she wasn't talking to me. She was trying to get in there because did she really listen to So Shameless? Like, do catfish actually like watch TV?
It's weird stalker tactics. Wouldn't a stalker just come in quietly instead of throwing ass all over the place?
But throwing somebody else's ass.
Oh.
She has a whole page dedicated to this other person.
Somebody, okay.
Wow.
Big catfish. Oh, nigga, she had an Instagram. She had posted stories. She was posting Twitter. Nigga, she was a whole other person.
What?
Absolutely. Wait, Melly, where's my phone? Because I noticed there's a lot of people out here. This has been interesting now. This week, I have it now. I have it. It's in my pocket.
Oh, you have it. Okay.
This week was an interesting week. So many different things. We're supposed to be doing the Chelsea episode, the listener submission episode. So many different things are going on. Did I see the business with Nicki Minaj?
Motherfucker, the way I was tuned into that mess and me and Loon cackling on the phone like two fucking chicken heads. I'm like, yo, she just updated. Yo, you see that shit now? Yo.
I said, Loon, you're such a bitch.
That's probably why he called me. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go be a bitch with my bitch.
Yeah. And you sending me this gossip. You have look at Trump. Trump just bright eyed. Just like, what's going on? Nicki Minaj allegedly had an assistant that went AWOL or whatever, haywire or whatever, rogue, and started leaking all of her information, all her personal information. And I'm like, Loon, first of all, why are you sending me this? This person has 5 or 6 different Instagram handles, and they're all her. It's the same person, Kate_Willis7. Miller 7. Then you have Kate__Miller 7. Kate__Miller 77. It was just a bunch of them. And they're all posting all of this stuff about Nicki Minaj. Oh, you play. Let me see.
Yo. I'm sorry. It was fucking entertaining as hell. So apparently, according to this, and this is not the assistant's real name, but according to this Kate Miller person, she was an assistant to Nicki, and she was fired because they alleged that she stole something or that she was stealing, but they had no proof to validate it. So she was bitter because it's like, yo, I'm working with this person. I've been working with this person. I know all your secrets. I know all your business. Mm-hmm. You're telling me I stole something. I'm telling you to prove to me what I like. Show me the proof, and nobody's showing you any proof. So now you butthurt.
So you
so
believe
she
this?
Just went on the internet and just started wilding.
You believe this?
This was the story that was told.
Do you believe it?
I believe a lot of it. I don't believe all of it, but I believe a lot of it.
Do you hate Nicki Minaj?
I do not hate anybody, but I do also believe that she's a bozo. In my heart of hearts.
If you acting like that, then you probably was stealing. What? Why you doing all that? Like, who needs to do all that?
You're around a millionaire every day. You got access to all of this shit. This is in your character to make 100 Kate Miller accounts with a picture on it that's not you, that's not the person. I find it very hard to believe that this is real.
All of it? All of it?
No.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't know either.
They apparently had DMs from Nicki Minaj. They were posting a bunch of shit. They were saying, "Oh, I can't. I'm under NDA, so I can only say a bunch of shit, but I can't do this." Like just a bunch of dumb shit. And I was just like, I have a list here of all of the posts. I want to read some of these posts. I want to know which ones you think are valid. Which ones you think might be true. Which ones you think might not be true.
Okay.
Okay. Does my hand hurt? Absolutely. I'm holding the mic. We're at Dodge's crib. This guy, these damn mics. I'm working on getting some new stuff, but I have to hold this heavy ass mic. Yes, it hurts. Gonna be back here tomorrow too. Might have to do this all over again. We're shooting hardest off with Dodge and Gunner tomorrow, and Loon.
Nice.
It's going to be a very interesting episode. It's going to be fun.
I'm so afraid.
It's gonna, no. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It's going to be fun. We don't. It isn't what I'm telling you. It's a fun show now. We talk relationships. We might talk about a little play party action.
I was listening today. I was like, let me give Hardest Off a chance. I know that you said you're gonna take it easy. I put the. It's more for like niggas that's like curious. Like you don't have to be full throttle into it. And I put it on like 10 minutes in the last episode. Niggas was like, I'm fisting without any lube. I'm like, whoa. I'm a
nigga,
physical
I was on the show like, whoa.
Yeah. I was in physical therapy on my AirPods. The last
episode.
one.
Nigga.
I got so uncomfortable.
It was a great episode.
But it was good. I listened further past that, and I was like, all right. Things calmed down.
The nigga said that he used Crisco.
Yeah.
They used to use Crisco to lube, for anal lube.
And then the other nigga was like, I don't use any lube. And I'm like, whoa, that's a lot. It's a lot for me.
That shit is aggressive, bro.
They came in hot. They came in very hot.
This is like
These
before the
niggas was
introduction.
fist bumping behind me. I'm like, yo. Oh, y'all all right? The nigga said to me, Sir Marvelous said, hey, I want to switch seats with you. I want to sit with him. I'm like, your girlfriend's right over there. What do you mean you want to switch seats with me? In any case, it's going to be a fun time, whatever.
It's going to be very interesting.
Here we go. Let me see about some of this stuff here.
Good.
I want to find out. I have your tax refunds from 2021. Kate Miller _7 says. She says, when are you going to tell the Barbs you've owed the IRS $173 million since 2016? Cap or no cap? What do y'all think? $173 million that she's owed.
I say cap.
I think it's cap, but I kind of understand how it might be possible.
173 million?
See, here's the thing, right? It's one thing if you owe 173 million and you're not paying on it at all. That's when the IRS is going to come for you. But if you owe that amount of money and you've been like slowly paying it, it's not going to come. You're not going to like get litigated with IRS trouble because you're trying to or you're attempting to pay it back. So with that, I don't know. Who baby is that? That's not my child.
All right, well, then there's children around. This is Jersey. People are fucking. It is what it is. They having kids. Y'all will be all right. It's the banging. I don't
They are rolling that baby around on the floor.
Nigga said they're rolling the baby around.
Son, that's crazy. No,
173 million.
I think the number might be fabricated, but I do think that it's possible to owe the IRS mad money and you're paying it back slowly but surely.
That's a lot.
That is a
Now,
lot.
there were. I think this person must have posted at least 100 messages.
More.
Right. Next message is another message here. You ready, Melly? The things that your husband said to me when you weren't around still gives me chills, and as a woman, I'm going to deal with that on my own time. But you both are sick and meant for each other.
No cap.
No cap.
Absolutely no cap.
That nigga, I know.
He did that.
He did that
Regardless
shit.
of whether she knows him or not, I know that nigga did that. I'm still mad that nigga looks like me, at least in pictures. I hate that shit.
A little bit.
Let me see what else we got here. Why are you keep associating?
This is
Why do you keep associating yourself with Wayne and Drake? It's not loyalty, but we'll save that for another day. Okay, that's good. Never forget that. I never done coke. I never judged drug addicts, but this woman's name belongs in the dictionary as a hypocrite.
Oh yeah, she does mad drugs, but she says that though.
She says she doesn't. She says she's never done it.
That's not true, because if you watch her first documentary, she was talking about how she was off the perks and the lean a lot and like trying to like to numb the pain, and she uses different drugs. She said that she's not on cocaine, but if you listen to like I think the first album, Pills and Potions, like that bitch was on mad drugs.
Let me see.
I believe it.
Nicki do drugs. I'm sure when the next documentary come out, she gonna talk about how she do drugs still.
She quoted a music lyric. I never fucked Wayne. I never fucked Drake.
All my life, man, fuck's sake. If I did, I'd menage with him and let him eat my ass like a cupcake.
And then she put under it, everyone in the industry has the video.
But we heard about this a very long time ago. About that there was a video that she was fucking Wayne and Drake. Like, but this is like, like early Young Money shit. I remember hearing about this years ago, but nobody ever saw the video. It's not like it's like Kim Kardashian, Ray J, like niggas saw it.
Nobody leaked this video yet. Like, you know what I mean?
No, this video has never
juicy
seen the
shit,
light of day.
bro.
In the whole industry, everybody has
Right,
it.
everybody has it, but everybody's like,
But leak it and then what happens?
I don't know.
Niggas jerk off.
Like, what's gonna happen?
Niggas get their Vaseline up.
This is a different era. Like, what's gonna fucking happen?
When Megan got shot, you and Tay laughed and claimed she was lying as soon as it came out, and the fact that you dissed her and We Go Up proves this. We Go Up. Let me see. What are the lyrics to
Yeah,
this?
I don't even know the lyrics to that, but I'll say no cap.
Trump, you don't know anything.
I believe it.
Yeah,
I believe she was laughing. A lot of people don't believe her. Still don't believe her.
that's true.
We Go
And
Up,
Nicki is like, I feel like she's like a real old school New York toxic bitch. Like,
Right.
she like, I feel like she's one of those like, her husband dropping F-bombs and shit, she laughing. You understand? Like, she's toxic. She's not the most, son, she a Sagittarius. Y'all know how I feel about Sagittarius people. They not good people, like, all across the board. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
She was definitely laughing. She made Harlem Nights jokes just like everybody else did.
No, all the nights, my nigga. Jesus Christ.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm looking at all of this. Firearms gonna get restocked. Shooters hitting that G side. Bitches imitate. Please stop. Suck his dick like a freeze pop. Okay. Who that? That's bestie. All right.
You don't know which bar is the
I have
diss?
no idea. I'm still mad that y'all didn't let us laugh at Megan getting shot in the foot, but come on. Dance, bitch. Well, that's not funny. All right.
No,
right.
it's not funny.
Not even 2 years. It's been 2 years.
I hate y'all. I hate y'all so bad. This nigga, he can't even contain it. He can't even contain his
I was
toxicity.
thinking about that today. Like, is there any outcome on that? Like, is she lying? Is Tory lying?
They still in court.
They still in court? Okay.
They're supposed to start the 14th of September. Tory's trying to stretch it.
I was listening to something and somebody shouted out Tory Lanez. I was like, oh, okay.
Everybody's
You
chilling.
still fuck with him? Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Let me see what else I got. I know there's more here. There was so many. All right, whatever. I just think there was a million. I'm not gonna go no further into this. Fuck it. It is the Nicki spectacle. Mm-hmm. I'm not a fan of Nicki Minaj.
But you know what I found interesting? None of the blogs picked it up.
Because they know it's fake.
No, that's not. I don't believe that's true. Because how many times we look at blogs, they got these fake ass skits. They have fake ass stories. They don't even try to validate them. Like if something goes viral, like they are jumping on it, like, and they're posting it. And I just find it to be so funny. And this was the selling point for me. I was like, I believe some of this because she said, or the person, whomever this person is, said that Nicki has these blogs on payroll. Mm-hmm. And it's funny how even in the Shade Room comments, because I go comment diving sometimes because it's a very funny place.
I love comment diving. Mm-hmm.
They, like, it was thousands of people like, so y'all acting like y'all don't see this? And the first thing they post after, while all of this is happening, the Shade Room, none of the major blogs are posting anything. They're posting Nicki's response to this thing, but never posted the thing. Now think about it. How many times, like, even if you weren't going to give it light, you're posting the response that refutes everything that this person is saying, but you're never posting what the person is saying. That's weird to me. Because we know these blogs to be, but we know these,
right?
Something like that.
It doesn't matter.
And you have lawyers. You have really good lawyers
for every single blog.
What's the girl's name that just got
Tasha
sued
K?
Just for posting shit that you didn't have no.
And that bitch still talk shit, and they still post her shit to this day.
Yeah, but she also got sued for like mad millions of dollars.
And she lost that case and went and continued talking shit the next day.
But at least she has to she knows to authenticate her sources now. You
think
can't just, really, as this media source, just be posting libelous shit that can hurt somebody's career. They will sue you for that.
Fact.
But they do all the time.
No,
this is what I'm saying.
They usually get information from somewhere else. They usually get some information from somewhere else. They're like, this was posted, or these are the pictures, or this is alleged, or whatever.
Not that. I'm talking about none of the blogs. Not one. Not even like the little, like not even the shady ones, like the Gossip in the City Tea and like Neighborhood Talk, like the real shade, like none of them.
You follow Fee?
Hell yeah, I follow Fee.
Tron was like, who's Fee?
I just got a point. I just think it's strange that the alleged assistant said all of that and then was like, oh, but there's an NDA, so I can't say XYZ. Like,
no, she said
in the beginning.
She said there's an NDA. I can't leak photos. I can't do videos. This is what the contract I signed.
All that other shit is
because
okay?
she's just saying things. Like, it's like she can say things, but she can't authenticate the things that she's saying because that goes against the NDA. She said she consulted her lawyer beforehand and figured out that was the loophole. So I can say this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened.
You consulted a lawyer just so you could talk shit about your former employer for what? Like, what's to gain?
To expose them, because her point is this person is a fucked up individual and got all of you fooled that she's not a fucked up individual. So I'm going to expose her, and only I can expose her because I used to work for her. That was the whole point. I also find it funny that if you go and look, Nicki did have that page blocked, and then she unblocked it. So I find that interesting as well. I never think anything is 100% a lie.
I didn't hear anything that she said allegedly that if it was true is going to harm Nicki's fan base. Like,
they're a bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
Where y'all at? They're a bunch of idiots.
No, but it's not that. Like, I felt like she was validating people. Like, she was just like, yo, everything that Remy said about her is true. And y'all laughed it off and act like it wasn't. She validated some of the things that Cardi has said. Like, yeah, you did talk shit about culture, which is the reason why she came at you the way she came at you. Like, you didn't do it on air. You did it behind the scenes. Like, she was saying, like, little things that, like, yo, these are the rumors that you've heard about this person. These are the ones that are true. These are the ones that are not. Mm-hmm. But what I also realized is she didn't bash her on every comment.
Nope. She sure didn't.
She didn't, and which is why I said like some of this, like it's weird to me that it will, because if I feel like if I don't fuck with you or I have like some ill will against you, everything somebody asks me about you, I'm gonna neg on you. Negative, negative, negative. Like she said some positive things because people were asking her questions and she was answering them. She was like, yeah, you know, she is good at this, or she does write all of her raps, or this is how she really feels about this. Like it was a balance of tea and a little bit of humility or humanity in there.
What did she get from all this? Why not a tell-all book? Why not an exclusive interview with fucking Gayle King or whatever her name is?
Maybe that's not. You never know. Even if nothing happens,
The funny shit.
even if nothing happens from this, I enjoyed myself yesterday.
There was some funny shit. Like the shit she did about NBA Young. I was like, damn, that's fucked up. I'm not even
NBA
gonna.
young boy.
She said something. So she did a question thing, like ask me questions. Somebody said, "What's Nicki's address?" She responded, "It's on the American Sex Offender site."
It is.
Holy shit.
It is because her husband lived there. He's a registered sex
Somebody
offender.
went and did the research, and it really is on the American Sex Offender
Yeah.
site. Her address is really on the American Sex Offender
She talked
site.
about why Jay-Z and Beyonce don't fuck with her no more.
What's the biggest lie she told publicly? That she doesn't do crack, or she didn't do any crack.
I believe it. You used to see that bitch
Wait,
on
so-
Queen
so-
Radio.
so
That
why,
bitch used to be high.
Why Beyonce and Jay-Z don't fuck with?
The person basically said that they started distancing themselves from her back in 2015 when the allegations came out about her brother being a rapist, and she was like supporting her brother. So they're like, we can't stand next to you while you supporting a rapist out in public. And then when she married Boy, they was just like, oh yeah, you're done. Like finished. I'm sorry, like you can't tell me that some of this stuff does not sound super believable.
It does. I just don't care enough. I feel like a lot of this shit, like she posted apparently the name of the child, you know, Nicki's baby
Papa Bear?
is Papa. So she actually posted the actual name.
What's the name? I missed that post.
I'm not doing it. She hasn't
Text it
released
to me.
I'll send it to you.
I've always was curious. I like to know what people name their kids.
Yeah,
And I hope you
out
ain't name
there.
your kid Kenneth Petty Jr. because it's like
No.
Kenneth
It was
Rapist Jr.
an interesting name, but I felt it was kind of it's tacky. Why I didn't get the kids involved with this shit.
Yeah.
You know. In any case, okay, let's move forward. Move forward.
She did hold the sign up.
Yo, Melly is Okay. There's been a lot more drama, a lot of shit going on. I only want to keep the bullshit for a second, right? We spent a little bit of time on Nicki, all right. But what do y'all think about this Beyonce album?
I think it's dope. I love it.
Josh, how
I
you
think
feeling?
it's awesome.
Awesome.
It's not her best to me. People have said it. I'm not gonna claim that. But I thoroughly enjoy it. I just don't know how long I'm gonna listen to it.
You were going off a lot about the Drake album.
Fun fact, I play the Drake album still multiple times a week.
But you can actually say, not really there for Beyonce. It was cool. It's all right.
No, I love it.
Now you realize that it's supposed to be Act 1. There's
Yes.
supposed to be 2 more acts.
Yes.
Apparently she's been working on this for 3 years. Kadeem told me, Kadeem. Kadeem jumped in my mentions with the pink hair.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's barbed. I think Kadeem's a barb too.
Low key.
So he was telling me about, and he's also a Beehive member.
The Sticky video just dropped.
Today?
Oh, bitch, I gotta see that.
You know how
That's my
sticky it
song.
gets? Okay. I'm kind of here for the Sticky thing.
Told you it was fire.
I can tell you who's not here for the Beyonce album.
Who it is?
Khalees.
Did you hear it? Did Trump?
Yeah.
You saw this?
What, Kelis?
Kelis has been going little ham about this Beyonce thing. She lost her mind. By the way, she hair looks good.
She looks amazing.
She looks annoying.
She's
Can we start
always
another
been
A word?
annoying.
She looks. If I was Nas, I'd have kicked her out. No, I'm just playing. I'm joking. I can understand. Not a Nas. I get it. I get it.
I'm not condoning any of the bullshit today.
Yeah, once in a while.
I'm not condoning any of the bullshit today.
That girl is annoying. I can tell she's annoying. She just, first of all, you're mad that Beyonce didn't call you when she used a sample from a song you didn't write that you're saying Pharrell and Chad from the Neptunes took your publishing and stole your publishing from and have been using it over and over and over for 20 years, right? Mm-hmm. That you don't get paid for, apparently, because you're not credited on the song. Right. You're now a performer. You're not a writer. You're not in the credits. They took everything from you, apparently, right? Beyonce now, or her team, whoever it is, says we want to use this 10-second clip of this song. Drums, the drums. Mm-hmm. We like this drums. However they play the drums, we're going to use these drums. We got to put Chad down. We got to put Pharrell down. Let's put, what's her name? Because he hasn't had a song mad long. Oh, Nas's Baby Mother. Let's put Nas Baby Mother on.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Let's put Nas Baby Mother on it. She sang the shit. You know what I mean? For black people. I like black people. Black women. Mm-hmm. I'm a black woman. I just did the whole thing at the homecoming and shit. I'm going to put it on the album. Respect. Black power. Ha! You know this girl gonna see this shit and say, but this bitch didn't call me. Why wouldn't she call me and tell me that she's putting this song I'm not credited on this album? Child. And start going nuts on the internet. Fucking nuts. Now, I'm not the Beehive. I'm more like, Navy. I'm Navy. Rihanna's still following me, by the way. Just to let you know. I know she's married and everything. Or not married, baby father and all that. But still following the kid.
For now. One day she's gonna notice and be like, who the fuck is this nigga? This is a sympathy follow.
I want to know. 1 hour ago, B removed her. Kiana, what?
She took her off the credits.
Yes, bitch!
Beyonce took her off the credits and removed the whole beats, the whole sample. Yo.
Nah, she should have left the sample.
No, she
like,
took.
Yo, you don't own this shit anyway. What the fuck I gotta call you for?
She was like, yo, I got one better for you, bitch. Like, I'm gonna take. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Oh, I stand my petty queen. Yes.
Yes.
She
yes. You gotta do it with your tongue, right? Yes. What? Oh, baby. This is what Beyonce in some shit right now, son. Mm-hmm. It's something about when women get a little older, bro. Pussy get a little more spicy, son. She is out here talking shit on that album, talking about dick and thick and fuck that. Hey. Mm-hmm. Yes, Rach. I love it here too.
Yes.
Shout out to the Discord, to the Patreon. Oh, I blocked the catfish. You can come in there and say from that one person, but yes. What's wrong with Kelis?
I think that sometimes in life, when you feel like you've been disrespected over and over and over again, that you have like misdirected anger and energy. So I don't think that she fully thought out what she was mad at. I think she was just like, felt like, again, somebody else using my shit and didn't say anything. But it's like, yo, bro, you're credited, so why are you mad? I don't want to invalidate anybody's feelings, but I didn't understand why she was mad. I would be more mad if it was there and your name wasn't there. You're mad because your name is there and you feel like you needed like a professional courtesy, which is okay. Like if that's how you feel, but you're doing all this shit on the internet, you took all of this shit, like, and now you have nothing. So now you back to your farm. Just,
I think you hit it right on the head with misdirected anger. Like, you should be talking to Pharrell if you feel the ways about your publishing. You think Beyonce, all the 15 whatever songs on her album, she's gonna get everything cleared and then be like, oh, but what about this person's feelings because of their bad publishing deal? Maybe I should reach
Shoot
out
them
to
a
her.
phone call.
Like, what? And then you're not Beyonce's colleague or peer or friend. I'm sorry. You have not been relevant in years, and even when you weren't relevant, you weren't on her level. Like, Beyonce doesn't owe you that to reach out to you. The sample was cleared with who owns the sample. Like, what the fuck do you want from Beyonce at this point?
Spit your game, took your
On top of the fact that Kelis, and I hate to say it, but when I heard her, I think it was on the Breakfast Club, she sounded like a bozo, yo, when she was talking about the whole nine shit. Like, so I'm questioning her character and who she is as a person. She really sound on some bozo shit. And I'm not talking about Nas's side of the story. I'm talking about her words and her interview. I'm like, there's something off about this person. Something ain't right. So when this happened, I'm like, oh, there we go again.
That's why I said Nas.
Yo.
Yep.
Go over there. Go lay down. No, I'm just playing. Yeah.
This nigga Mouse Jones is a fucking terrorist.
What did Mouse do?
This nigga tweeted something to the effect of, it's so funny how Jay-Z and Beyonce basically cleared Nas and Kelis. And he was like, he fucking put in quotes, you made it a hot line, I made it a hot song, and put Beyonce's name after it. And I'm like, you are a petty nigga.
I know who I paid. Searchlight Publishing.
Neptune's Publishing.
Right. And not to mention, it wasn't even like an obvious sample. Like, you can, when
not.
I hear the song, I don't think Kelis.
Nobody.
I had to I was like, wait, what song was it that was sampled? Like, you know what I mean? Wasn't that obvious? Like,
It was a drum. It wasn't even you.
right.
It wasn't even you.
You act like niggas remix
It
your
wasn't
voice.
even like they, you know.
Yeah.
Shaka Khan they said she was mad that
Oh,
Kanye,
right. Through the wire.
yeah,
Made her
sped her
sound
shit
like a
up.
chip,
But at least she had something to go off of.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Shaka Khan said that he made her sound like what?
The chipmunks.
A
I think she
chipmunk.
said.
And through the wire.
Mm-hmm.
But at least she has something to go off. That's her sound. That's her voice.
That's a clear sample.
That's
Like,
something.
we know where you got that from. I can tell right away.
You're mocking my voice. You're using my work. This is my creativity. This is my art. I hear it.
Mm-hmm.
I might not agree with it. I don't want to hear you. I don't like to hear the chipmunk on this song. Chipmunk is what I'm used to. It's fine. But Kelis, do you play drums? Did you play the drums on that song?
Bitch,
Did you play the drums on this song? I've never seen Kelis play the drums.
I don't have the time. Everybody is losing their fucking mind.
Everybody
That bitch a farmer. Like, I don't even understand why you care. You a farmer. Don't you gotta, like...
Mystical to rape somebody else.
Right.
Oh, Lord, this nigga.
Yo, what's up with Mystical? Does he even deserve a trial at this point?
When the fuck did he get out of jail? I didn't even know the nigga was out from the last rape for him to do it again.
Because when he said, I came in with my dick in my hand,
Don't make me have to put my foot in your ass, nigga. Be cool.
and he was talking to a girl?
No, he was talking to a man.
No, he was talking to the chicks he raped. He kicked her ass and then he raped her.
He said, I came in with my dick in my hand. Don't make me have to put my foot in your ass, nigga. Be cool. So you got your dick
said
out
nigga?
and you trying to kick a nigga in the ass?
All right.
Or is he trying to fuck him?
All right, see, now this is getting very,
I just need to know.
I would just like to say I'm an ally. I don't want to discuss this, but
I'm so mad that, like, so many of my favorite songs from when I was growing up, I cannot sing anymore because everybody rapists. I'm tired of it. I'm
Mystical.
fucking tired of it.
I just want to know, bro. The story goes. Did you read the story?
Nah.
He beat the girl, dragged her by her hair, did all this shit, and then proceeded to force himself on her. Which is why it's
I
first
didn't read the
degree
story because I was, just like you said, I was like, oh, the nigga did the shit. Whatever they're saying
Whatever
he
they
did,
say he did that shit.
rape. Like, yo, bro, what's up, bro?
Wow.
And at what point do you stop letting a person out of jail for this type of behavior?
Right.
I don't think you can rehabilitate rapists.
He actually thinks that he's powerful enough to take, like, he's like, yo, I will take that pussy. That's
I got a
part
lot
of his game. This is his thing.
I got a lot of questions.
About what?
I got questions.
Why does Mystical think that taking pussy is part of his, like, manhood. Like, yo, I will take your pussy.
Because there's some niggas in the world that are dead ass rapists for whatever reason, and they need to die.
Right.
I don't believe that there is any reason. Like, I don't have the willpower to empathize or try to understand the point of view of a rapist. Rapists, child molesters, pedophiles, kill them all.
See, somebody said castrate him, and I said, but I don't think it's about his penis. I think it's about taking the humanity of the woman. It's literally about violating her because he's a man. So he doesn't need a penis. He will use a broomstick. He will use. Remember the police anal raped Nuima, right? Fist, punch. It's about taking the humanity, violating their agency.
They gotta die.
So I would almost be. I would protest. I'd be out. I'd walk down 6th Avenue if they let Mystical out.
Like, cause what the fuck are y'all niggas doing?
Why y'all letting him out? At this point, I don't know if he deserves a trial. I'm sorry. It's your 4th time. It's his 4th. I think it's his 4th accusation. He beat one.
He went to jail for one. He
So
was
it might
in
be his
jail.
third. Might be his
I think
third.
it's his 3rd. But even still, like, if you can understand, like, first of all,
3-time strikes.
in this country, they already devalue rape, and they act like it's like, oh, okay, go sit in jail for 3-4 years and then you're back out. Like, you understand? Like, they don't value it. So for you to get convicted twice, or almost convicted twice, because this one he's going away, right? Can you imagine how many other people he probably raped that it just didn't have enough evidence to even take it this far? Because there's no way you telling me at your age of like almost 50, you only raped 3 people in your life and you a whole rapist.
This is what he
like,
does.
nah,
Yeah.
this is your shit.
He made a song. He said he came in with a dick in his hand. He made a song. I have a clip that I'm probably not going to play the clip. I'm not going to play the clip. But I do have a question to ask. And I want to be clear that I do feel sorry for Brittney Griner. I feel sorry for somebody. You know, I went through the airport this weekend. And when I was going through the airport, I'm like, do I have a gun in my bag? Like, I was, because I don't, you know what I mean? You're like, what? Do I have anything in my bag? Is it going through the scanner? I'm like, yeah, I don't smoke anymore. I don't really have a, you know, I don't, maybe, I should be all right. Bag is already going through the scanner.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there as a black man, like, you know.
Just making sure.
And I'm just thinking, do I have a axe in my bag?
So I used to think that all the time because I used to carry knives.
Yeah.
And then I would pack a bag to go to the airport like, fuck, do I have a knife in my bag right now?
Yeah. Do I have,
Yeah.
how many bullets? All right.
Right.
So and you know, thinking about that, and I'm like, yo, you can very easily. Apparently, I don't know if it was CBD oil. I don't know if it was hashish oil. I don't know if it was cannabis oil. You know, I've seen people say it was CBD oil that her doctor prescribed her. I've heard people say, hey, you know, it was cannabis oil that she just had a little bit left. It was less than a gram. So I'm really not sure. I went and looked. I tried to do the research. I'm really not sure. I did as much as I could, and I can't read like that, so you know I get distracted. But I hear they're trying to. The U.S. Biden is trying to do a trade of Brittney Griner and another U.S. detainee in Russia for this guy that's labeled the Merchant of Death. Now, I am going to read to you guys who the Merchant of Death is.
The Merchant of Death is a wild nickname.
Who
who is he killing? Is he like shooting niggas or he like drugging niggas? Is it like a fentanyl nigga? Like, what's happening?
Boy, that's a tough.
Let me read this fast and try to get to the system. WNBA star Brittney Griner went back to court today in Moscow. It's been a month since the trial began on drug charges that should carry a high penalty as high as 10 years in prison. U.S. government, meanwhile, is negotiating for Griner's freedom and that of another American, former U.S. Marine Paul Whelan. The Biden administration insists both Griner and Whelan are lawfully held, but officials have offered to trade a notorious arm dealer for their release. Victor Bout was arrested in a sting operation in Bangkok by DEA agents posing as weapons buyers, and he's serving 25 years for conspiring to kill Americans and providing aid to terrorists. NPR's Michael Sullivan takes a closer look. That was kind of like me reading Biden's thing. He was like, repeat. Victor Bout has now spent more than a decade in the federal prison in Marion, Illinois, but for nearly 2 decades before his arrest, Bout was perhaps the most successful arms dealer in the world. He came out of the Russian intelligence services after having spent time in Africa, and as the Soviet Union sort of disintegrated, he had a vision that no one else really did. Douglas Farrar is a co-author of the 2007 book about Bout called The Merchant of Death. That vision, he says, was realizing that there were lots of idled planes all over the former Soviet Union and huge stocks of weapons no longer being guarded because the guards weren't getting paid. He saw the possibility of marrying these two things to feed the wars around Africa and elsewhere, that they were still raging and there were clients lining up to buy these weapons. He simply realized he could make a lot of money marrying those two products together and providing a service that people wanted. His exploits became the stuff of fiction. Nicolas Cage starred in The Lord of War, basically loosed on Bout's life. Selling guns, you make calls, pound the payment, take orders, and I was an equal merchant of death.
That's fucking crazy.
I'm trying to get to the stuff.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
So he probably and more than most likely aided and abetted in genocides across the continent of Africa, because you're supplying guns to these militias. These guns that are just sitting in like fucking cabinets and shit from the Soviet Union that nobody cares about anymore. Like, shit.
I heard enough to know that it's not an even trade.
Right. I think I can draw enough of a conclusion
For Brittney Griner for her fucking CBD oil? Really? We're gonna
and a fucking
give up the Merchant of Death?
And a fucking Marine? Yo! What the fuck is going on?
This nigga Putin, whatever the fuck his negotiation.
He was like, "Oh, all right, you want these two dickheads? All right, let me give you something. Right, I want my boy. I need my guy back. Like
now,
me guy.
And I want Kevin Durant too."
Kevin Durant, dead ass can't go over there. If Brittney, she fucking hemmed up off of Kevin smoked so much weed, bro. That nigga can never. Really? What? That nigga did a whole interview with David Letterman. He was like, "You smoke a lot of weed, don't you?" He was like, "I'm high right now." I was like, "Oh shit."
That makes sense.
Now,
oh god,
Melly, how close am I to this break?
8 minutes.
Good. Unfortunately, there's a person out there that agrees with you. Seems like he agrees with both of you. I want to know, if y'all still agree after you hear this. Y'all ready?
Jesus Christ, no. Don't you give me Donald.
For Brittney Griner and Victor Bout that Russia has put forward, where they'll trade this arms dealer's 25 years for arms dealing all over the world for the WNBA player and also, I believe, a former Marine who's being held there.
She went in there loaded up with drugs into a hostile territory where they're very
loaded up as wild.
Drugs. They don't like drugs. And she got caught. And now we're supposed to get her out. And she makes a lot of money, I guess. But we're supposed to get her out for a absolute killer and one of the biggest arms dealers in the world. Killed many Americans, killed many people. And he's going to get a free card. And we're going to get her. She knew you don't go in there loaded up with drugs. And she admitted it. I assume she admitted it without too much force because it is what it is. And it certainly doesn't seem like a very good trade, does it? He's an absolute one of the worst in the world, and he's going to be given his freedom because a potentially spoiled person goes into Russia loaded up with drugs.
And what do you think?
Loaded up is wild for 0.07 grams. Loaded up is wild for 0.07 grams.
Oh.
Look at Dina. Did you see Dina?
I see.
Thank you, Trump Daddy, for coming with the logic. If you've just now listening to So Shameless, you know we have an active chat with our Patreoners and Discord members, and they're here listening. And we have a member with really big lips
Trump support.
and a MAGA hat. This is what's happening in our Discord right now. But are y'all agreeing? Did she go in there knowing, loaded up with drugs?
But I said this already on the show. I said originally when she was caught or whatever, that I feel conflicted because a lot of Americans are spoiled. A lot of Americans go into other countries and you feel like you can use your American jargon, my constitution, my legal rights, and you don't have those rights in that country. You have to abide by the country that you're in.
God,
loaded up with drugs.
0.07.
Loaded up with drugs. You already know how Trump is. That nigga is wild. So I'm not gonna say loaded up with drugs, but I feel bad. But is it wrong?
Yeah, it's fucking wrong.
It's wrong by whose standards? By the standards of America. It is not wrong by the standards of Russia.
Now, Russia did send back, hey, I know y'all want us to give her back, but you guys lock people up for the same thing.
Exactly.
You're literally lock people up for transporting drugs from state to state.
Exactly.
In America. This isn't just a Russian thing. We are at war. You are supporting the person, the country that we're at war with. You're literally supporting them. They're killing our people. And you want us to do you a favor when you won't do that favor for your own people.
Exactly.
That's what he said.
All
That's
of the
what he
people
said.
right now that's still locked up in prisons across the country for nonviolent offenses, for minor drug offenses, for first-time drug offenses. It's not like when y'all legalized things that y'all started letting niggas out, that y'all started like trying to rebuild or giving like, you're doing this because of the publicity, because you know it looks bad. And if Russia does let her go, the hypocrisy of this country, like America has to do something more than that. Fuck the arms deal. Like, y'all gotta lead by example. And America doesn't. America is literally like a walking hypocrisy of a nation. You're not gonna let the people in jail out right now for the same offense that you want the Russians to let people out of jail for. So why? What is my incentive of doing it?
Do you think that they're using Brittney Griner as an example, and is that fair to her as a human being?
I don't think that they're using her as an example, but I think that with her popularity, they're using it as like you can't make me do shit, bitch. Like, it's like a flex.
She's a prisoner of war.
Yeah, it's a flex.
Bad
Strong.
timing.
What do you think?
So, I think that Trump is actually, he's right in the fact that it's a bad trade. We pointed that out. But he's wrong in the loaded up with drugs. And then he's acting holier than thou, like he hasn't broken the law himself. And keep that same energy when you see your day in court, homeboy. You know what I mean? Like, you might get locked up too, nigga. Like, this shit can happen to anybody. So have some empathy, Trump. You know what I mean? But he's only right about that one thing. It's a bad trade, right? So, okay, renegotiate. But then it's like, you know, Russia knows that they got leverage here. This is in the news. We're at war. And, okay, you want this done? Like you said, Tahoe, we at war. So why would we just do a favor for you just off the rip? You got to give us, they're going to make a bad deal. You got to negotiate your way out of it now.
Now, go ahead. Are you finished?
Basically, yeah.
To double back and answer your question, like, is that fair for her as a human being and human rights? Like, no, it's not fair. I don't think that is fair at all. But we're not talking about fairness. This is business. This is countries. This is nationalism. Like, this is Russia being able to say one more time, like, I have America in my back pocket. It's a flex. It's a worldwide flex, because America is supposed to be like this big, great nation. Everybody knows, don't fuck with America. Like, I got your people and you can't do shit about it.
So what, I know you had something to say, but hopefully my question helps. What happens, just best case scenario right now with Brittney Griner? She pleaded guilty. She admitted she had it on her. She said she didn't know it was in her bag. She plays for the WNBA. She doesn't get paid a lot of money. I believe that WNBA player, she pays about $200,000, something around there.
Which is the reason why she plays
Which
overseas.
is the reason why she plays overseas in the first place. Supplement her income.
Yes.
Sorry for talking over you.
No, you're good.
Black queen. But she did get caught. She did plead guilty. She said she signed documents. She was kind of forced into pleading guilty because of the whatever. What best case scenario? What happens? Like, just seriously understanding what's happening with Russia and the United States and Ukraine, Biden versus Putin. There's a lot going on. Best case scenario, what happens?
Best case scenario,
And she's facing up to 10 years.
we negotiate a different trade. Like, well, we can't let the merchant of death out.
But can you imagine what the next trade would be? Like right now, they're asking one person for two people. If you say no to that, that nigga could start asking for even more. That nigga could be like, oh, so you don't want to give me my mans? All right, so now I want half of your country.
Putin said no.
Putin said no to the trade?
He said no, it's not enough.
This is what I'm saying. Like, that's not going to be enough for him because he has America in his back pocket. So, and then you're talking about Trump, right? And we're talking about, if we're going back into the other...
Dina said, like, we don't have no more Russians.
I hate Dina. You're talking about
Right.
Russia. You're talking about Trump. Think about collusion, right? Think about the fact that that there was like this whole thing about how Russia had such a big influence on the 2020 election. Which election that nigga won? 2018?
16.
Whatever. On that election, keep in mind, election season is coming back up again. He's going to want more. He's going to want more. Biden is not going to do another 4 years. There's absolutely no way. I read a fucking article today that said the Democrats' best chance in 2024 is AOC. And I said, get me out this fucking country. Get me out of here.
Why?
How is she the best chance? She just got here. She's not a senator.
She's the
She's
most
not a
outspoken.
mayor.
She's the
She
most
is a
polarizing.
She is a Congress woman.
I'm not saying she's the best choice.
But that's what the article I read said. Like AOC is the best choice for the Democrats coming up, and I think that's fucking sad.
The only reason why I could agree with that kind of, because she's a star. She sticks out the
star.
same way Obama did. He was young. He was passionate.
No.
He was a social activist. She sticks out. Everybody else is just another politician.
It's okay.
And they got to go against Trump.
It's okay to stick out, but she has no legislation, none.
I mean,
well, then
obviously
Trump.
we don't give a fuck. Like,
Right,
yeah.
because then Trump. You're
Niggas
right.
will elect
I'm
anybody.
sorry. I don't
Trump
see it
is
for
going
her.
to be the president again.
He is. Absolutely. Emphatically.
There's mad Democrats right now that can't wait for Trump to run. They're like, you know what? My bank account ain't the same. I know that he's going to make sure that we make more money. I don't
Because
really care
the thing
about all
is,
this other shit.
what Trump did, and I'm not an advocate for Donald Trump at all, but Trump, we know that America is not a country, it is a
Yo,
corporation.
Malcolm, you're so horny. Nah, he's too horny. He said that she got that guac 5,000. Like, how do
Malcolm
you
really
even know
sick
that?
over there. in
You're
Washington.
sexualizing them. What did she do to
She
make you
ain't do
think about the
nothing.
way she gives head? All right, go ahead, Josh.
America is not a country, it's a corporation. And Trump was one of the first presidents to run this corporation as a corporation and not as a country. With that being said, it is also not lost upon me that he is one of the only presidents in my lifetime that did not have an active war during his presidency. Because that nigga is about handling shit the business way. He wants it to be a business. Like, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. He broke a lot of laws, allegedly, but the fucking troops wasn't getting shot up. You understand? Like, America, we weren't afraid of any type of like terrorism except for domestic terrorism, but we have our own internal issues. Like, he didn't really delve too deep into like the socialization. It was more about the economics of the country. I'm not saying that I want him to be president, but what I am saying is Joe Biden is a hell of a disappointment.
Super disappointment.
He's a hell of a disappointment. And it's not just Joe Biden. The Democrats altogether are disappointing to me. I'm not inspired by them. They're not doing the things that we needed them to do. And with the power that they have, they're still not doing the things that we need them to do. So I read I have a friend of mine that he is a financial lawyer, and he has like a little blog called The Dime. And I read today, and he was like, yo, there are 3 things the Democrats need to do before midterms for them to even have a shot next year.
Come to the play party. Go ahead. Go ahead.
If I'm off the top of my head, I think he said one thing that they would have to do is they have to codify Roe v. Wade, which is they're not. Another thing Joe Biden needs to do is he needs to wipe out student loan debt, and they need another round of stimmies. If you do those 3 things, you might have a chance. The odds of those 3 things happening is very slim to none. The Republicans are going to wax their asses with the Democrats in 2024, and I am deathly afraid of what this country is going to look like.
Y'all are too smart for me. I don't want to fall asleep. This country's fucked. We're all fucked.
Right.
Luckily, we've been fucked most of our lives because we're black. Dodge, you've been double fucked because you're a woman. Triple fuck. It's time to go to break.
Who the 3? What am I getting triple fucked by?
Because monkeypox is out here going crazy.
Yo, I had a whole anxiety attack when I came to Brooklyn on Sunday.
Well, because you think, like, yo, what's up with you in Brooklyn? You and Diamond been on some shit with New York. What's up, yo? You act like monk, like it's everywhere. It's not a Brooklyn thing.
Nigga, New York is in a state of an emergency, not Jersey.
Y'all are right there.
Well, apparently we don't have the same fucking problems.
This is, yo, let's talk about this.
Niggas
trauma.
don't got the same
So,
problems.
can you turn off Dodge's mic?
Nobody can turn off my mic. My mic go
Let's
up.
talk
I will
about-
fucking hit the circuit breaker on this whole fucking shit.
Let's talk about how
Shut all
ignorant
this shit
people
down.
are, right? Republicans being how ignorant they are, right? This woman, right, that is just so smart. She's a teacher.
Now I'm
she's a
ignorant.
nurse.
That's crazy.
She just said this airborne virus is in New York, but it's not in Jersey.
That's not what I said.
It's not in Jersey.
That's not what I
because
said.
I live in Dodge. It's literally you are
And it's
4
not
steps
all
from New
airborne.
York. Where is it? What is it?
Do you know what it is?
What is it? No, I don't even know why it's being related to monkeys or what? Because what?
He don't know what it is.
Was it
That's what I'm
chickens?
saying.
So the chicken pox come from chickens?
No, but is the chicken pox airborne, nigga? Did you have to wear a fucking face
Well,
mask
I
when
don't
you had
even
the
know
chicken
what
pox?
airborne means. I don't care. That's
Exactly.
serious.
You're fucking
You know what I'm talking about?
This is why I'm afraid. All right, so here's the thing, right? And this is not, and I never want to talk very badly about where I'm from because I love Brooklyn to the death of me, but my anxiety comes from the fact that the older I get, the more I understand human behavior, the more I get anxious because there's so many people in New York. Like, it's just mad people all the time.
Dodge,
and
you
it's
have
like,
6 babies upstairs. Go ahead.
there are no babies upstairs. Fuck you. And it's just
one around.
that wasn't. There was a baby. Shut up. Leave me alone. It's just a lot of people, and at this point in my life, like I don't like to be around a lot of people. Like it's too compact. You have to understand
you
that
work in
New
a
York
school.
City. No, it's not the same. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Dodge, there's nowhere out here.
That's a fact.
Neither one of it. Y'all both work in schools.
Schools are
I'm
germ
never
zones.
around that many people.
All right. See, again, I work in a school. Yes, I'm a teacher. Yes, I stay
Dodge,
in my
nobody
classroom.
gets sicker more than kids.
I stay. No, never mind.
I'm just
I don't
saying.
want- no,
I
no,
love you. I'm just
no,
saying.
No, I'm done.
Nobody gets sicker more. Has anybody get sicker more than kids? You ever have a kid give you a cold? That shit is immediate. It's immediate and it's disgusting. Go ahead, Dodge. Finish your point.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, schools are like next to hospitals, like the most
They're breeding grounds
right,
for germs. They're breeding grounds for you. But go ahead.
No, you cut me off like 7 times when I said I'm dead ass done.
They gave me the tequila. Well, you didn't.
I didn't give you shit. I gave you coffee. When did you have tequila?
poured the coffee out.
You poured the coffee out and put.
I poured the coffee out and put tequila and ginger ale in there. And I've been sipping it out that damn coffee cup the whole time.
Crazy.
I'm over
That
here
makes-
sweating like a pig.
That makes so much sense. All right. So this is my thing, right? Again, it's just a lot of people for me. And within being around a lot of people in the summertime, in the heat, people mad close to each other, close proximity. Like somebody like brushed against my arm. I had on a short sleeve shirt. I was like this. But y'all here, you could walk 3 blocks from my house right now and you might see 7 people outside. You go in New York City and Brooklyn, there are 55 people on 1 block. Like it's a lot. And the reason why it's different in schools for me, I'm not a kid in school. I'm a teacher. So I stay in my classroom at all times. I literally only leave my classroom if I have to go do something else or like go to the bathroom or something. But I'm not roaming the halls. I'm not sitting next to 30 motherfuckers. I'm standing in front of 30 motherfuckers. The proximity is not the same. So it doesn't bother me the same, if that makes sense. Like I only teach 3 classes. That's like what, 40 people?
I will say, there has been an outcry for a national shutdown again. Are y'all a fan of that? Y'all think that we should go back into quarantine?
I don't think it's necessary.
Mellie's like, I can't wait. Mellie was caking up in the quarantine.
I don't think it's necessary nationally, but you have to, like, again, New York City is the biggest city in the entire country. And when I say big, I'm talking about the density of population. There are millions and millions and millions of people that live on a fucking island. And there are people that live in houses that is like 4, 5, 6 people in a 2-bedroom. That's mad. It's just people all the time. Like that shit makes me anxious.
So you don't think that, have you seen this monkeypox thing?
Hell yeah.
You don't think
Nigga,
that,
if I got a
you think that
lesion
COVID
on
is
my
worse?
face, I would
It's mad of them.
fucking
Mad
die.
of them. They are. It's intense, but it does kind of remind me of chickenpox.
I
It is.
thought there is an
It's a
airborne
variation.
component to it. I know it's mostly skin to skin.
Yeah,
but
I think it's mostly skin to skin. I think the airborne it's like, I think it's more like if somebody like spit in your eye type
Right,
shit.
some
Like
shit
it's
like
not because like we're just
It's coughing. It's all of that. They said it's coughing. It's all of that. It's if you touch something for a prolonged period of time. I'm on a flight the other day. This motherfucker next to me got a shorts on.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, anybody that wears shorts on a flight, you need a straight jacket. That is fucking psychotic behavior to me. I
was like, stewardess, I'm going to need one of those blankets from first class immediately. I said, I'll pay you. She's like, don't worry, I got you. I was like, monkeypox. She was like, I got you. Don't worry about it. I literally said it like monkeypox. Just got me sitting next to this nigga like this. This is crazy.
Oh, man.
Come on, dude. And he had hair. He was a hairy white man. So like everything he did was like tickling my arm. I'm like, oh God, this is rape. This is monkey rape.
Monkey rape is wild.
All right,
it
come
was
on.
like fucking 90 degrees when I went on Sunday. I was like, I'm wearing jeans and a long sleeve shirt. I'm not with nothing. Like I don't even want nobody to fake touch me. Like,
all right. Chelsea, our media manager, has been doing an amazing job behind the scenes. She actually did. She popped up at the mixer.
Mm-hmm.
popped up at the mixer.
Remember we was at the mixer and she just popped up. She's like, "Hey, I'm gonna come help." I was like,
Why
"Oh
would they
shit,
pop up
Chelsea."
Like that? Like she not like she don't.
Because we don't be seeing her. She's like a ghost. Ghost is so shameless. Future.
But you know what I appreciate? I appreciate a ghost that do their job, child.
She do her
Niggas
job.
don't even got to check for her.
Nigga.
She hit us up.
All of these are listener submissions that we either didn't cover or she may have gathered today. Who knows?
Oh yeah, I have one too.
But I want to.
Forgot about it. My bad, girl.
I wanted to take this time today to actually go through some of these. We don't have much time. We spend a lot of time on our this shit that I decided to talk about. So let's see. First one. Let's see here. Oh, the first. She said these are the most Chelsea. She's on point. Yo, what do you be? You just be what? You really be watching? She's literally sitting right here. Dude drops chick off at the airport early because she didn't want to let him smash after flying her out to Los Angeles.
My only issue with that is I feel like it's a skit, and that's the only reason why I didn't submit it, and the only reason why I didn't want to give it a lot of time.
All right, let me just play. I'm gonna just play a little bit of it. Let me see.
All the way out. She done flew all the way out here.
You really gonna record me?
No, I'm recording this shit. They need to know.
You really gonna record me?
No, they need to know. I done flew her all the way out to LA. She
Nigga,
won't
you
give me no
lame.
cheeks.
Nigga,
We
you
done
lame.
been FaceTiming. Come on, we been FaceTiming every day.
I don't give a fuck.
No, we been FaceTiming every day.
And you really taking me all the way back to the fucking airport? You really taking me back to the airport?
Yes, you going to the fucking airport. Yes, you going
And you taking me back to the airport because of what? Tell me why.
Give me no cheeks.
Nigga, I'm not fucking obligated to give you no. What?
I flew you out.
Nigga, what are you talking about? Nigga, you're lame as fuck. No, you're lame as fuck.
No.
Now I don't know why y'all said that is a skit.
I think that shit fake as hell, but
I think that shit, like Tanae just said, I'm sure that really be happening, though. And I'm like, Trump ain't flying nobody out. Dash, you fly a nigga out. Y'all been talking. He said you talking FaceTime every day FaceTime. We all this and the other. You said, yo, come see me. Pay for the nigga trip. He's like, yo, I don't feel comfortable having sex with you.
I'm be tight. Like, you wasted my time and my money. You could have stayed where you was at for all that. You could have stayed where you was at.
So he's obligated to give you sex because you flew him out?
Obligated? No. But here's the thing, right?
You taking him back to the airport? You can't stay with. How long can if the trip was you paid for him to be here for 5 days in your home? He can stay the whole 5?
Nah.
So where's he go?
To hell. I don't know.
He has to get out.
He go back to where he came from.
Shorty said, make sure you have my confirmation. He said, I canceled your flight.
Book your
Not
own
paying
shit.
for your flight home. You ain't give me no cheeks. Y'all agree?
She got a Christian Dior bag. She should be able to afford it.
She should be able to afford it. But here's the thing. The dude got to understand that it's a risk. You rolling the dice. There's been plenty of trips where it's like, yo, if you want some guaranteed cheeks, you're going to call up one of your shorties or your ex-shorty or somebody that you already had sex with. If you want guaranteed cheeks, that's what you do. If you feel like rolling the dice because you want something fresh, because everybody know that, ain't nothing better than something new, I get it, right? But it's a roll of the dice. There's no such thing as guaranteed shit.
But you know what? It's not yes and no, because I also feel like we FaceTiming every day. We talking like, I feel like we're talking about sex at there's only but so much small talk I can have with a brand new nigga before I'm like, let me see your dick. What it look like? What that shit hitting for? Like, if I'm flying you out, or it's like in like it was planned. You understand? So I'm planning you. So I'm planning to see you. I'm planning to spend time with you. I'm planning to be intimate with you. I'm not flying you out for no fucking reason. I'm not flying you out just to fucking have conversation and see your face, nigga. You can make a drink in your house. I'll make a drink in my house, and we can have a FaceTime date for all that. What am I flying you out for? I'm flying you out for the dick. Dina said, you're not giving it, so now why are you here?
Dina said that he said in the video that she was in his crib walking around with her titties out.
Yeah,
I believe shit like that.
Get out now.
Get out. Get out before you say I violated you. Before you say I did anything, I helped you pack your bag, so that put you in the car, and dropped you off.
I'm not saying that her behavior was on point. She gotta hold some responsibility. Don't walk around with your titties out, teasing the nigga, right? But here's the thing, Dodge. Just cause y'all FaceTiming and everything, and y'all talking about sex, don't mean the vibes is gonna be right in person. In person, maybe there ain't no chemistry. Maybe the nigga acting weird. He acting bugged out. Maybe he said some wild shit. You never know what it is. You know what I mean? So it's like, Ain't no obligations to give you cheeks because we is FaceTiming.
I could flirt with you for weeks online, and you show up at my door, and I don't feel sexually attracted to you in person for whatever reason. I don't give a fuck what it is. Are you telling me that because you paid for my airplane ticket that I'm obligated for that? Well, airplane tickets is kind of high price right now. Let's say $692. My dick is yours. I have to.
Nobody said you're obligated. I think that's the word that's making this all muddy. You're not obligated to do anything, but I'm also within my right to say, like, I don't want your company anymore, and that should be okay as well.
That's mad rude.
It's not rude.
That's
I don't
mad rude.
want no nigga in my face for
It's expectation.
I don't want no nigga in my face for 5 fucking days that I want to have sex with, or even what if I don't? Let's just say I don't. Let's say we had a vibe on the phone in public and face to face. We don't have that same vibe. You in my face for 5 days. What am I supposed to do? Am I just supposed to fake wanting to be around you? Am I supposed to still go out with you, hang out with you, chill with you, and do all that shit for 5 days, knowing that I have no attraction to you and you have no attraction to me?
Do you know what
That's
it's like
a waste
being
of
a
everybody's
man?
time.
I've had to wait for mad long till a chick says it's okay. I fucking spend more money than that, most likely on meals. No, nothing. Like,
but
what?
That's different. That's
How is it different?
Because you were not talking about taking someone from one state, bringing them to another state, having them in your house, in your face for 5 fucking days.
That's plain semantics.
That's not plain semantics.
No, that's
was
plain semantics. That's plain semantics.
Plain
Like, oh, because you're from there to here. Like, yo, where's the decency in saying, "Oh, respect my choice"? I'm not consent. I don't want to have sex.
You should have put.
So you get to mistreat me, put me out.
It's not
send me back to the
mistreating.
fucking airport because I chose my body. I made a choice for myself.
I think it's fair either way. I think it's fair for the young lady to be like, I don't want to give you sex. I think it's fair for the guy to be like, this isn't what I signed up for. I got plenty of platonic friends. I don't need to be held up with you
for 5 days.
That's a long ass time.
What if the
5
nigga?
days?
What if the nigga got rock hard gummies and he's ready to go? And this is not what the fuck I was.
Where you
waiting.
sleeping at? So now I just got a bitch sleeping on my couch for 5 days. Yo,
You can't sleep next to me
not what
because
I
I don't
signed
want
up
to have sex with you. We
for
can't sleep next to each
5
other.
days.
It's not what I signed up for.
Melly, did you say what?
Yes, she did.
Yo, is this a
You
bizarro
throwing off my
weird-
rotation? What if I got mad chicks? I got
Your bitches ain't got no cribs. Go to a bitch crib and fuck real quick.
So I gotta leave a stranger in my house.
So
What
okay,
the
y'all
fuck are
telling
you
me
talking
that.
about?
So he's right for dropping her back off at the
I'm
airport.
saying they're both right. Absolutely.
Look at Melly. Melly's like, get that bitch up out of here.
And so I'm a sucker. I'm a simp. I am a simp. I'm a
Tahoe,
simp.
I can't see you being in the company of somebody that you are not attracted to, be it in your face and in your personal space for 5 fucking days. 5? You're not gonna put them up in a hotel or something. You're not gonna have that bitch in
this
your
is where
face.
he's wrong.
You don't remember Germany?
Yeah.
I remember Germany.
Germany came. I told her she could. I actually told Germany she could not leave the house. You have to stay here. And I had sex with her because she was there. I didn't want to have sex with her. She's there.
But you
Nobody else to have sex
but
with.
you still had sex with her.
I didn't want to though.
But you
I didn't-
did it.
But I didn't take her back to the airport and say, "Get your ass back to Germany." I knew that she was staying there for 6 or 7 days. Fuck it. I mean, the last day she did wind up just leaving, but I don't know where she went either. She took it. I didn't even drive her nowhere. She went
the
outside
thing.
with her suitcase and never came
Dude
back.
is not wrong for taking her to the airport. He's wrong for recording her and he's wrong for recording her and acting like she did some foul shit to him. Like, just take it on the chin, bro. You rolled the dice. You lost. It's all good. She doesn't have to stay there for 5 days. It's fine for you to amicably be like, you know what, this ain't gonna work out. Let's just cut our losses.
Yeah.
I'll take you to the airport. You don't want to have sex. I don't want to have a platonic friend here for 5 days. We can shake hands. You don't got to be a dick about it and record her and act like she's wilding. Like,
Yeah,
I
he was
don't
trying to
know.
go viral. Millie
just-
said he was trying to go viral.
As a person that is aggy, and I don't really like people, and I damn sure don't really like people in my space like that, I can't see myself walking around on eggshells in my own house.
We can have other type of fun. If we was really vibing for all that time, you're telling me the only reason you was vibing with me, like, I can't see myself being that mad at a woman I'm a disrespect and just put her out. Like, I'm not. That for 5 days is not that deep. If we was really feeling each other for all of that time, weeks, you come, you decide, yo, you know what? I ain't really into that right now. You know, I really want to see you. I really ain't into it. I can see myself being bothered, but I can also see myself saying, challenge accepted. We're going to do some dope shit while you're here. You're going to suck this dick. Something's going to happen. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to make sure that we have the time and you're going to get something's going to happen. You're going to jack it off or something.
I'm thinking the vibes is off in person. It's different than it was in FaceTime, which is why she ain't feeling him and don't want to have sex with him. If the vibes was that good, then she probably would have wanted to fuck him.
Oh, wait. So how long was she there before
it didn't say,
but
she was there for a while because it said he did say you was walking around my crib with your titties out and shit.
So maybe she was gonna give him some pussy,
and he probably said some dumb shit. He probably fucked it up.
Yeah, nigga, cheeks. You talking about you ain't give me no cheeks? Come on.
And if you talk yourself out of the
probably
pussy,
was
bitch,
gonna give him some pussy.
But I want to go home. If I feel like you're treating me a certain type of way, if I feel like you did something to make me, that turned me off, I am not opposed to going home.
Then I'll just come home. That's all. I'll just come to your house. They said, and if that still doesn't happen, then what? I'll come to you once I get her back on the plane.
Like, that's just crazy. Like, I feel like people play these really hobo games and they have hobo behaviors. Like, so you don't have any type of money to get yourself back. There's no way I'm flying anywhere and I cannot afford to get myself back.
Yo, y'all mad hard on the hoes, bro.
Of course I'm hard on the hoes.
Y'all mad hard on the hoes. Like, yo, she can say, you don't know how. If this nigga's acting like this, he could have been acting whack as fuck from the door.
So
and she
why
was just
do you
kind of
want
waiting
to
see if she was gonna be comfortable with the nigga. Yeah, she's feeling herself.
What the fuck
I
are
was
you
gonna
there
give you some
for?
pussy, but you acting up. Relax. Relax.
So you understand that this nigga's a cornball. You understand that this nigga's a bozo. So you're trying to give the bozo a second chance to be less of a dickhead, to give up your box because he's gonna do what? Be a changed man tomorrow? That means the next time something happens, when you guys are not on the same accord, he's gonna do or say some dickhead shit.
All right, but
take
I'm here
your
now.
pussy and take it home.
I'm here to teach you a lesson. You're bugging. We was talking
And
and
if
all
you
that.
really-
I'm not obligated to give you pussy tonight
Fun?
or tomorrow.
Real
like,
shit?
hold on, chill. You just chill.
Real shit. If you was really that bitch, she should have left for her own accord. I would have left, found my own fucking hotel room, and stayed in LA for a couple. You in LA? Say you could find you another nigga at a bar in LA right now.
You can't.
Why you can't?
LA's whack as shit. There are no. I'm telling you, you going out in LA. Good
Ain't
luck.
no niggas.
No, it's LA is such a who do you know? Oh, we going to Tom Cruise crib. Oh, we out with Jamie Foxx. Oh, like you not really. There's no real place for you to go where it's lit like that. Like, there's a couple of places, but it's not like that. You will be at the fucking on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, walking around looking at the Wax Museum,
Nigga,
Michael Jackson. You fuck around and be chilling with Michael Jackson.
I will go right to a
Fucking
hotel.
the impersonator.
Go right to the
Elvis.
concierge. Hey, what's a good spot for
And they will
tonight
tell
that
you.
I can go and
They will tell you the
enjoy
Chinese
myself?
theater. Come on. Exactly. All right. I'm showing you.
Yo, Melly.
All right.
I love Melly
Come
so
on.
bad.
Yeah. All right. Come on. That was the first one. Let's see what else we got for Chelsea. So stitch this and tell me something white people aren't. What? Why am I not hearing this, Chelsea? Chelsea, I'm not hearing this one. No, and the sound is on. Damn it. Let me go to the next one.
White women love black men because of the power dynamic, because white women have never had any power over men in their lives. Because obviously all the white men in their lives have always had all the power over them. So white women have whiteness over black men. And obviously to be in any sort of like control feels good, especially when you're used to never being in control. White women feel safe with black men, not only because of the hypermasculinity that they believe black men exhibit, but because of the whiteness and power they hold over black men. This is why also white women can still be racist and be with black men.
Yep.
And be like conservative white women who will be like married to a black man.
Yep.
And this is why white women love their black sons and hate their black daughters. Black sons give you access to the patriarchy. They give you power, whereas black daughters don't. White women love black men because of the
I don't see a lie told.
Wow.
You can't do that right now. After that kind of what do you mean break?
Yeah, not after that. Not after the
Yo, you trying to enforce patriarchy? Come on.
She's a woman.
Oh yeah.
Great. Good talk.
Okay. So what did we think about this thing that just happened with the white women and the thing in Jiggy?
I have no comment because she's right on. She's
Trump.
there.
I've never heard that take before, and I kind of like it. I mean, it makes sense. It really does. I don't know how true it is. I'm not a white woman, but it makes sense. It makes sense. Shit. That's some deep shit.
It's a power dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
White women fucking with black men is a power dynamic because it gives them access to patriarchy, and they realize that they have control over us.
Because they don't have control over white men, which I understand. But they definitely got one up on black men. Like, some shit go down, they could always, I don't know, call the authorities or whatever. Like,
They could always turn on them white woman tears
Right, yeah.
immediately, and everything is shut down.
And white men don't have that type of fail-safe. Like, they don't care.
They don't.
They
this
just
is
a
the
regular
white
person to
woman-
me.
This
You're
is
just
a white man's system.
Right. This is my
Yeah.
system. It doesn't matter.
White
But
men
to
are in
us,
control of everything.
they actually can do something. They actually have power when it comes to it. I actually want to study that.
That's
Whole thing.
super interesting.
You know, that was really fucking good. I'm not saying it's true or not. I don't know, but I can tell you that was really fucking good. Good pick to whichever listener sent that. Let's see what's next.
You know,
What?
Dude.
What? Melly? What?
Melly said, "Take a fucking
It
break."
happened already.
It just happened just now.
Oh my god. All right, come on.
that overall,
Boosie.
abortion is a good thing, especially for unplanned pregnancies.
Yes, because a child can destroy a home,
Yes.
just like he can make one. You know, and you gotta understand, especially we gotta bring this to care for our kids. You know, we're saying every baby has to be, but you can't put a baby out of baby. You want a 13-year-old to keep a baby? You know, who's never fed herself? Now you're leading her into prostitution to sell it. You know, now it's a whole. You can look at this so many
Right.
different ways.
Or you're
but I'm
leading
gonna make
the
you look
child-
at the way that I want you to look at it.
Okay, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, I feel like you cannot expect people who not ready for things. People make mistakes.
Why did we start listening to Boosie talk? But why did we listen to him? Why? Like, what are we doing?
Because the people in the South, he is like their spokesperson. Like, he speaks and these Southerners act like, oh, Boosie, yeah, he's right. Like, yeah, but like Boosie is like he's big south of the Mason-Dixon, and there's a generation of people that actually give a fuck what he has to say.
Boosie reminds me of Trump.
I'm not a part of that.
Boosie reminds me of Trump. He's
Prostitution, like, that
funny,
was like, boom.
He's entertaining, but he says a bunch of ignorant shit and has a bunch of people like, yeah. Like, yeah, I support that. Is whatever work the rest of the community has been doing, he just goes right around across it. Black people, he's black, same way white people support Trump, and then you have the ones that don't because he's ignorant and shit. You got Boosie, who's black, and mad people support him because he's ignorant, but most of them like, yo, this nigga is ignorant and shit. He's like the same person.
Yo, he
Boosie's just like
literally
Donald Trump.
disgusts me.
All right, I don't want to hear
There's
him talk.
nothing that nigga ever said that after 15 seconds I wasn't like, meh.
Old enough to tell you, women didn't act the way they act today. A lot of women act different. You know, a lot of women are today is more like, you know, independent minded. You know what I mean? They don't listen to men. You know what I mean? They don't respect men. They don't hold men in high esteem. You know, even, the preacher used to preach, the Bible says, that's what he said. The Bible says women submit to your men. Mm-hmm. Man, you tell a woman to submit now, I don't care if Jesus said it. They trying to hear that. They not, Jesus do, that's in the Bible, but they don't believe in that. I'm old enough to tell you, women didn't act the way they act today. A lot of women act different. A lot of women are today is more like, independent minded. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I wasn't paying that nigga no mind. What did he say?
That nigga said a bunch of nothing.
I have no idea. Chelsea, is this what these people are submitting?
They are, because they be sending me stuff. Talk about this on the show. I'm like, no.
What the fuck did he just say just now?
Nothing. Women today don't act like the women that they used to know. Good.
They're not submitting.
They're not submitting.
And that's not even true, because women do submit to a man if they feel like he's worth it.
My problem with people that don't, with that like, it's almost as if y'all think people are pets or children.
Yes.
Like, yo, if a person will submit to you if they feel you are a valid leader.
Right.
Candidate for leader.
Can you imagine?
Candidate for somebody that can take them somewhere, somebody that has king type energy.
Yes.
If you're not giving king, women are boss. Yo, bitches is dope, nigga. Are you dope, nigga? Do you think you dope, nigga? Or are you trying to get somebody to submit to you so you feel dope, nigga? You gotta walk into the room dope, nigga.
These niggas be half bitch talking about submit. Submit to who? Like,
Tron, you got bitches submitting.
oh.
Tron be having bitches submitting. He's calm. Yo, let me ask y'all a question. Seriously, this is a thing that I really wanted to talk about this week. I forgot to talk about it. Chelsea, I'm gonna take this shit back for a second. What type of person do you envy? Like, just think about the type of people out there, situations people may be in, just compared to yourself. Mm-hmm. What type of person do you envy?
I envy free-spirited people.
Free-spirited people. Speak
because
on that.
I am not that. I am anxious. I'm nervous. I am cautious. Like, I'm cautious about what I wear. I'm cautious about the time of day. I'm cautious about where I'm going. Like, there are some people that are like, I envy people that can go to other countries on a solo trip and enjoy themselves, because I could never.
Trump, go ahead. What type of person do you envy?
I envy uninhibited people, similar to Dodge's sentiments. Just people that I'm a thinker, so I overthink things. And some people just do shit and they don't give a fuck. Some people will just dance like nobody's looking. I'm fucking 6'5". Everybody's gonna see me. I can't dance like nobody's looking, and I'm self-conscious, and I wish I wasn't. You know what I mean? And I definitely envy people that just move freely, not giving a fuck. They don't overthink anything. They just do and say whatever the fuck. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of dope.
That's so fucking fire. Like, I can't.
I envy people that move like Trump. Just don't give a fuck. I'll be there. I know I said I was 7. I said I was going to be there at 7. I didn't feel like getting there at 7. I'll get there at 7:40. And when I get there, you'll be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Why are we stressed? I envy people that don't like always have high, because I'm a high peaker. I'm always high peaking. I'm always stressing myself out. I look at Trom and be like, he just be like, yo, sorry, I ain't make you come. We'll try again tomorrow. It'll be okay. You know what? You're not going to die.
How did you take this opportunity to drive this bus over Trump's head like this?
You know what I'm saying? Come on. I'm sure you've come before. It's not that big a deal.
I take it as a compliment. Thanks, son.
I'm dead serious. I'm not saying like you're inadequate, not like that. I'm saying that you're very even kill. You make people feel safe.
Like,
you're not bugging out all the time. I'm a bug outer.
Yeah.
So you have to be on my type of time to enjoy it, or I'm gonna make you anxious. Go ahead. What were you gonna say,
I
Tron?
was gonna say, like Mouse said when he was on the show, he was like, "Yo, I'm unbothered." I was like, "Yo, I never used that word about myself," but that's a really good way to describe me.
You really are. Like, niggas be ready to take your head off, and you're just like, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do better, but
I hear you.
You understand me. I understand you. We understand each other. And I'm like, all right, son, you got it. Like, niggas can't even be mad at you, bro. Like,
I accept that.
I accept you and love you for who you are.
Can we start now? I am here now.
Right, like.
You're just making us later.
Like,
You see all of this arguing. It's just,
call time is 4:00. I'll be there 4:20 because you guys are gonna be late anyway.
You're gonna be late anyway. Were you ready at 4? So then what are we arguing
So what are we arguing about?
New York Times piece on a 100-year-old survivor of the Tulsa Massacre. And my question was this. What's the Tulsa Massacre? How is it that it wasn't until 2 years ago that I heard about the Tulsa Massacre? How is that possible? I've heard about Custer's Little Bighorn. I heard about the Alamo. I heard about the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire. I heard about all kinds of disasters in which people died. But I had never heard about this thing that happened in 1921, only 3 years before my dad was born. One of the most successful black communities in America, Black Wall Street, in which everybody was not only burned out of their homes and their businesses, but then driven out of the city limits by an angry mob of, I'm sorry, white people. How is it that this was not taught to me? Because I tell you, at the age of 10, when I was in 5th grade, living in Oakland, California, that would have been a moment of enlightenment for me. And it made me mad. It made me mad that somebody had somehow made an editorial process of what was appropriate for us to learn about our own American history. It made me angry. And it took me 54 years in order to find this out. It's not right. It's not right, and it's doing a disservice to all of America. I read a New York Times piece on
Listen, this is why I press and I stress. Documentaries are the easiest way, the more palatable way to get information. A lot of niggas don't want to sit down and read a textbook, especially when you're of a certain age. You don't want to go backwards to relearn things that you didn't already learn. And it's important because these things are important. We make it seem like these things happened so long ago, but they did not, because they're still living descendants of people from the Tulsa Massacre. And we're still finding out new information today because they literally hid so much stuff. I'm trying to figure out how white American males got planes with bombs to drop them on American soil, and it was not considered a terrorist attack. Mm-hmm. Nobody was arrested. I'm trying to figure out how nobody was arrested and nobody knows who were the culprits. Meanwhile, somebody had to rent the plane. Whose name is on that? Who flew the plane? You're telling me that you don't have those records? You're a motherfucking lie. Y'all have records from when immigrants came into this country from Ellis Island. You have first names, last names, birth dates, genders, ages. But you're telling me that a mob of white people who deputized themselves, literally, there was one sheriff that had mad badges and started handing badges to white men to literally drag people out of their homes. The city didn't burn down subsequently. They dropped bombs on that city.
They dropped bombs on the city.
In America.
And drove all of them out. Killed a lot of people, drove all of them out, took over their land, and built their own shit.
Mm-hmm. You know what they built?
A bunch of cheese factories and cottages.
Fucking highway.
Oh, okay. Well.
They built a highway and I think that there's still a piece of the Tulsa neighborhood that was burnt down that still exists, and the only thing that remains is the steps to people's houses. Everything else is gone. It's just it's flat land, it's grassland, and you just see these random steps because these were where people's houses were. This country is a fucking sick bitch.
To his point, who was that? Tom Hanks?
Yeah, that was Tom Hanks.
To his point, it doesn't need to be just in the documentaries. It needs to be in the textbooks with all the other
But
Custer's
they
last name,
are.
all the
Isn't
other
that,
It's
with that
one
race theory thing,
page.
critical race
Right,
theory?
that's exactly. It needs to be
Critical
taught
race
to
theory-
people that aren't going to
Is it
go
not?
look for it.
Please tell me, Dodge, because I don't really understand.
My
what
thing
it
with
is.
critical race theory is that's like a college course, like literally understanding and analyzing the theory of race in this country. That has absolutely nothing to do with U.S. history. These things need to be in the U.S. history books. These people are going against critical race theory and not understanding that this is the history of America. And this is not black history. And that's the part that really fucks with me, right? Because they teach all this like trauma shit during black history. This is not black history. This is white history.
Exactly.
Because black people did not do this. They were victims of this.
So
So how is this my history? This is your history of you and your lineage in America and your American domestic terrorism.
How is the curriculum built for U.S. history? How do they know
Literally,
what's important?
The curriculum
like
for
what
U.S. history.
shapes U.S. history?
Oh, it's so much bullshit. It's literally like you might get the Spanish and Indian War. You might get the French and American War, I think comes next. Then you have the Revolutionary War. Then you learn about the Founding Fathers. You learn about Independence Day. You learn about the Star Spangled Banner and the National Anthem.
Go off, girl.
After
I'm
that,
so proud
then
of
you
you. Go
learn
ahead.
about the Civil War, and they muddy that shit down and they don't make it seem like it was about slavery, even though it was. You might get the assassination of Lincoln. You'll get Reconstruction after that. No, American Revolution, Civil War. When does
You ain't gotta get it all. You doing good.
No. The Great Depression, Reconstruction. Like you get like all of these like fundamental policy type things, and then you get civil rights. You get a tidbit on slavery. Like, all right, so then there's slavery, but that's not important because then you have all of these American wars and stuff like that, and you're fighting for independence and blah, blah, blah. Then you have, Emancipation Proclamation. Then you get the Civil War.
All right. Question.
It's crazy.
First of all, I'm very proud of you for knowing all that shit because I slept through all that shit in high school.
And a lot of us did, and that's part of the problem.
There's a difference to the educational system between U.S. history and black history.
Yes.
Is that because they don't combine them or because they want people to have a specific course that includes all of the things that happen to black people?
I think
or they don't,
the problem is when you add black people into American history, it becomes small chapters, a couple of pages and tidbits, and they don't really get to delve deep into it, which is when they make these separate classes, like these black history classes, but those are electives. Black history is not a mandatory class. U.S. history is. So you have black history as an elective, and then you teach black history as black trauma. So you don't teach white people what their ancestors did in this country because they feel like, well, my ancestors didn't own slaves and my ancestors were from here, so I didn't have any part of it. Okay, take out slavery. What side of the Civil War did your ancestors fight for if they were here, right? Let's talk about the Plessy versus Fergusons and the Brown versus Board of Eds and the Roe v. Wades and the
My problem is this. And trust me, I am all for our people. Mm-hmm. How, if I'm thinking about the White House and I'm trying to teach citizens of this country about this country, and then I think about the way the school curriculum is, how do they include all of the things that matter to black people in a good way to U.S. history?
It doesn't have, in a good way is the problem. You can't teach it in a good way. You have to teach it in an honest way. And an honest way is not a good way.
In a way that is respectful to black history and everything.
How do you
Because then
teach
you
it?
got to think about American Indians. I'm sure that they have a story that's been lost.
The Trail of Tears is fucking disastrous.
I'm sure they have it. So if I'm just thinking about the things that mattered to the forming of the White House and the U.S. government and just those things, that is its own class. How do they? And I'm just trying to think solution based. I'm not going against the grain.
Yeah.
I'm not going against the grain. I'm just saying, okay, if they were to put this stuff in the U.S. curriculum, in the U.S. history, which ones would they put? Because it's already packed with all of these other things that were so major in forming the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and the country as it is. So which ones do you put in, or how do you include it?
You include it by shortening the bullshit. And that's the problem. You'll get all of these chapters on the American presidents and all of these chapters on Reconstruction and all of these chapters on Emancipation Proclamation and all of this, the Bill of Rights. You have to learn the preamble by heart and blah, blah, blah. Like, these things are relevant, but they're not relevant to now. And they're not culturally inclusive. What they do is they make America seem like it's like smoke and mirrors. Like, I'm going to tell about all the great things that we ever did, and I'm never going to talk about the bad things that happened. And I'm just going to put like a little asterisk on the side of the bad things that happened. But America is great. Liberty, justice for all.
Justice for all.
Right? And this shit is just not true. It was never liberty and justice for all. It was liberty and justice for white men. White women got it a little bit later. Then black women got it. Then black men got it. Like, it's been crazy the entire time. And there's so many people that are walking around and they don't understand the anger and the disdain of black people in America. And it's because literally you have textbooks that say that slaves were basically indentured servants and they were treated well. They were treated like extended family of the masters. You're not talking about the fact that these people were raped. You're not talking about chattel slavery, which basically said that if a woman is pregnant, she's a slave and her child is a slave, which is why slavery lasted so long, which is why so many people got raped during slavery, because they realized, like, yo, I just made a law that says that your baby is my property. They don't teach that shit in school, and the only way you're gonna find out about it is if you take a college course and you seek it out. And not a lot of people are seeking it out. I watch white bitches cry in critical race theory classes, and I'm like, why are you crying? Have you never heard of this before?
I've watched white bitches cry as a wild bar.
But it's a fact, because I've watched professors have to put a disclaimer like, these things might be sensitive and might cause some type of disdain for the students.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at shit. I watched Eyes on the Prize in 6th grade. I'm sorry, when I was 6 years old in 1st grade, I saw Emmett Till's face at 6 years old. Fuck out of here with this disclaimer bullshit. Like.
Hold on, because I forgot about that. Hold on, I forgot that I wanted to talk about that.
Who?
Hold
Till?
on, the brown
I hope not. I hope y'all don't go see that stupid ass movie.
No, what stupid ass movie?
They making an Emmett Till movie. Because that's the way that you get to tell white people what really happened in this country.
I wanted to ask y'all. Let me see if I can find it here in the midst of just all of this that's going on. Apparently, they found the old lady.
Fuck that bitch. They should have fucking threw a brick at her head.
That is responsible for the lady that accused Emmett Till of whistling at her. They found her. She has cancer. She's living in a home.
It's time for bed.
Sorry. It's 9 o'clock. It's her bedtime. Why are you looking around? Like, we utilize technology in this house.
What was that?
That was Alexa telling Parker it's time for bed.
Does she listen?
Yeah. So we have basically essentially it's called a wind down in my house, right? So at 8 o'clock her light turns purple in her room automatically. So that's her inkling to know like bedtime is approaching. It's almost bedtime. And then at 9 o'clock Alexa says, Parker, it's time for bed, and she knows and she gets ready to go to bed.
It's like a countdown.
Yeah, it's a countdown.
Okay, so I ran into this clip It's on site online. Let's see. Here we go. Come on, turn on.
White
woman responsible for the kidnapping which led to the murder of Emmett Till. She has now been found. That's right. Carolyn Bryant Donham has now been found in a Kentucky apartment community living with her son. She hasn't been spotted in 20 years. Finally now, justice can be done, and that warrant that was recently found can be served. This is great news. Old Carolyn Bryant has been found, the one involved in the most brutal and bestial and bloody murder of the civil rights movement, the wife of Roy Bryant and that other murderer, J.W. Miller. We don't care if she's in hospice care. We don't care if she's suffering from cancer. We don't give a damn what's going on with her. If they have to bring her to court in a wheelchair, justice must be done. Israel has gone and gotten so-called Nazi war criminals 100 years old from South America and brought them to justice. And we as black people must be strong and stand up and say, never again will the war criminals who murdered our people be allowed to escape. Carolyn Bryant must be brought to justice.
Honestly,
Carolyn
there's
Bryant
a
must
lot of
be
80,
brought to
90-year-old white people that need to be brought to justice, to be very honest with you.
What do you think about this one? She has cancer. She's in hospice care.
I don't give a fuck about that bitch. Die. It's not justice to me. She got to live a long life.
So
That boy was murdered at 14.
Trump, give me something. What do you think?
You know,
Trump's starting to look like when Mr. Let go into me. He said, "Yo, y'all just talking."
justice doesn't have an expiration date on it. She committed a crime. She got caught. She got to serve that time. Obviously, it would have been nice for her to do the time back when it happened, but wasn't nobody looking to arrest a black woman for that type of crime back then. So, it is what it is. Honestly, that kind of stuff don't really move me because it's symbolism. It's, that ain't changing our fight right now. You know what I mean?
It's
So
very
it doesn't
symbolic.
matter. Do you think that she should be arrested and taken to court?
Absolutely. So I'm not going to say it doesn't matter because to his sentiments, yeah, these people are war criminals and they did terrible acts and they need to be brought to justice, and it has to be shown internationally that we do not accept it. There's no expiration date for these war crimes. They have to meet justice. So I'm not mad at it, but I'm not excited about it. Yeah, we got her.
If she go to jail, I want her, or to court, I want her to get the best cancer care that the country can find. I want that bitch to stay alive as long as humanly possible. I want you to understand and to remember that you are in prison. I don't want you to just go there and die day 3. Nah. I want you to sit there for a little while.
Melly, how much time we got? 2 hours. So is it break time or not? Okay. I want to go home. We have
Now I know how I be feeling.
30 of these shits in here.
You know how I feel.
Irv Gotti, how y'all feel about Irv Gotti? Irv Gotti's mad at Ashanti still to this day.
He sounds, I didn't hear the whole interview, but the clip, and just hearing him talk again, he has a very large ego, and he just seems like one of those entitled men that treat women like property. And this is just, I don't know Irv Gotti. I don't know the entire situation. I didn't hear the whole interview or whatever. But that's the vibes that I get from him. And that's the vibes I get from his interviews and Drink Champs and shit like that.
If you had 400,000 followers right now, would you be saying this shit about Irv Gotti?
What does my followers have to do with it?
He knows who you are. He'd be listening and be like, yo, let's go see that nigga Tron. You calling me a toxic nigga?
Irv Gotti not even a nigga. It's
we
his
got enough
brother
followers.
that's that nigga.
We got enough followers where he could hear what I said.
You gonna be like, I said what I said?
Fuck out of here.
You gonna come out the crib and be like, I said what I said, nigga.
Anybody scared of Irv Gotti?
I'm scared of them niggas. Fuck that. Them niggas, Queens niggas. Have you been watching the what's that? The Netflix Supreme Team shit.
It's not on Netflix.
It's on Hulu, right?
Showtime, I think. I watched it though. It was good. I want a Supreme Team jacket. I
You ain't
want
watched
a
it?
varsity. I mean, a bomber.
Queens niggas kind of crazy.
Oh no, that's for sure.
Let's play what Irv Gotti had to say.
I could get past you wanting to be with Nelly.
Sounds like you didn't get past that. Just be honest.
Listen. At the time it happens, any man,
Yeah, of course.
is hurt.
Yeah, right.
The chick you fucking are in love with is with this nigga.
Keep in mind, he was married.
He is married, yo. That's the part that, like, this is some real James St. Patrick shit. Like,
Tasha.
like, yo, what's wrong with him? Yo, men are
What the
so
nigga-
embarrassing.
The nigga said, "Yo, I just found a woman,
The love of my
the
life.
love of my life.
That's crazy.
I just lost the love of my life."
Your grandma.
You wanna hear how I found out?
How you found this?
Only on Drink Champ. It's on the documentary too. so
Yeah.
tune in.
How did you find out, sir?
I was at home.
There wasn't no Twitter or Instagram back then.
I was at home. Listen to this shit. This is God wanted me to find out. I was at home. NBA package. I like watching sports. Oh my God, what's this commotion going on in the stadium? We just found out what the commotion is. Nelly has walked in with Ashanti.
You fucking.
That nigga was sick.
Oh
son.
my God, son. Men are embarrassing, and I'm gonna tell
Don't
you
do
why
that.
I'm gonna tell you why that's so embarrassing, right? Because it could possibly be his truth.
Yo.
One, you were married at the time. Two, you have children.
Yo.
Can you imagine your father on fucking Drink Champs talking about, while he was married to your mother, talking about, yo, the woman I'm in love with just walked in as a single woman with a new nigga and I was tight.
Dasha Bell.
The way I would call my father, like, you fucking simp ass nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you disrespect my moms like that on the fucking internet? So now this is a soundbite to show how much you have devalued my mother, devalued the sanctity of your marriage because you like somebody. He a bitch.
You said men on, what did you say?
Embarrassing. And don't give me no embarrassing bitch, because she probably embarrassing too.
Ohio. 30 years old. Do you have any children? I have 2. Okay, how old are your kids? 13, 3. Why are you not with the 3-year-old dad? I'll be totally honest and transparent. So my youngest daughter is a one-night stand baby. When was the last time you was intimate with a guy? You don't have to answer. Okay. I said I was gonna be honest when when you asked this question. Today. We saw a guy. Who's that in the background? I told you who it was. That's the guy you had sex with today? Wow. You want to meet a guy while you have the guy you slept with in your house. What kind of quality man you think is gonna hit you up?
Why is that funny?
I'm just being honest. I mean, I'm being honest too. What kind of quality man you think is gonna hit you up? I don't know. You tell me, Kendra. Not one. Okay. Shania, where you calling us from?
When we say embarrassing,
That's why I miss Kevin Samuels, bro. Because that shit used to happen all the time. And I was like, you bitches are sick in the head.
I'll send y'all the link. I'll copy the link and I'll put it in tonight. You can't hear. I can't hear you either half the time.
Don't do my friend like that. I have a listener letter that I need to get out. Get out my system.
We talking about people being fucking embarrassing. I'm posting the shit into the Discord chat right now. Y'all can go look at it. All right, I just threw it in there. We talking about people being embarrassing. This chick is on a dating show, and the nigga she just fucked is behind her in the video. She's looking for another nigga on the dating show right now.
He don't even care. That's the funny part. She knows she
laughing.
doing. He like, oh, that's
Who's embarrassing? Come on.
That's wild.
It's a little bit of audacity. I'm not embarrassed by her behavior. It's just audacious.
Nah, yeah. Look a little bacon. Go ahead, bacon.
Yo, these people alone.
Can we just do a break? Go ahead. Take the break. Here we go with the goddamn listener letter from hell.
You guys ready for this listener letter?
Come on.
Basically, this listener asked me, was she wrong? She said, feel free to discuss on the show, but she wants to be anonymous, so we are going to call her Megan. We okay with Megan? Didn't we do this already? No, we did not. So Megan had a text exchange with a man. I put this in the So Shameless chat, and Trom asked for more detail, so I got more detail. So the man says, so what I have to do to get you to show interest? Megan says, hey, hun, offer to take me out so we can get to know each other in person. Be clear about your intentions with me. Show interest in me and the things I like the same way I show interest in you. He says, for starters, why do I have to offer to take you out? Why can't you offer to take me out? And I don't know you to have any type of intentions with you at all. So she says, LOL, huh? When you're getting to know a woman you don't want to take her on a date, how will you get to know someone if you don't meet with them and talk? I'm confused. Oh boy. Talking and getting to know someone has nothing to do with offering to take you out. I don't think y'all women understand. I don't think y'all women understand what we men have to go through just to get a woman's attention. We have to do all the work, make the first move, pay for all the first dates, etc., etc. And then we are the ones that ends up taking a loss. Why can't we meet up and go ditch? Think he meant Dutch.
I think he meant Dutch, yeah.
Unless he's trying to murder you. You get and pay for what you want, and I do the same. I don't have to spend money on you off the break just to have a conversation with you. I mean, we can meet up for coffee or something slight, but if you plan to date me, you have to spend some money. LOL, isn't that what courting is? Meetups, dates, phone calls, etc. And I don't have a problem spending money on my man. This ain't even that. I think the goal is really just to meet someone in a neutral location and talk initially to see if we mesh. You could have asked to meet for coffee at a park. I don't know. It didn't have to be a 5-star meal. You're on the defense and don't even know me. All I did was answer your question, babes. This is oh boy. And I don't have a problem with spending money on my woman. That's not a problem for me as well. I mean, the end result should be getting to know someone, understand someone, and go from there. But the way you came off is as if I'm supposed to just jump up and automatically say, let's go on a date. I think we should talk a little more, see if there's going to be any consistency. I'm sure you want to see where my head is. You might not like the way that I think about stuff, vice versa. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just better in person or on a phone call. She wanted to know if she was wrong.
I think she kept it real cool. Like, surprisingly, she wasn't wrong at all.
Yes, she was.
Oh, come on, spit your game, talk your shit.
Explain.
Why the fuck is you still responding? How desperate are you?
Right,
Oh, God.
Like, y'all be really trying to make something out of nothing. The nigga's obviously a dickhead. The minute that you fucking, the nigga was like, wait, first for starters, why do I have to, like, you should have just been blocked him from there.
Right.
Women be looking for something when there's a pool of nothing. This nigga's just talking.
Mm-hmm.
He clearly, when a motherfucker got good intentions for you, that shit is not hard to find.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Women be literally trying to teach a motherfucker that's 40 that has a mentality and the dating experience of a fucking 7-year-old how to lead them. This is how you date me.
Right.
This is how. And then had all of this conversation. This nigga not wrong. He's where his brain is. This is him. Bitch, you know you better than this nigga. Why are you entertaining him? And then you're gonna go tell all your friends Oh, he did me wrong. Oh, he don't want to take care of his kids. Oh, he gave me BV. Bitch, you gave you BV. You knew the nigga was dumb. You knew he was a fucking idiot from day one.
Mm-hmm.
For starters, you do that. He should know that.
That was stupid. Like, the nigga literally asked her, what does it take for me to, to get you interested? She told him, and he started going off on her.
And I think that he did her a favor.
Mm-hmm. By showing that he was a bitch ass nigga from the jump.
He did her a favor. You need to wipe your contacts or some shit?
Nah, my eyes burning.
Oh, you got LASIK. You don't even need them shits no more.
I don't know why my eyes burning, but
he did her a fucking favor.
Yeah.
But she didn't. She wanted to kiss the fucking gift.
Yeah,
kiss
I don't
Morris
know
in the
why
mouth.
she kept it going.
She really wanted to stick her head in the lion's head in the lion's mouth.
I think that she was being cordial. She was having conversation. I don't think that.
Not when you're dealing with my life.
Okay.
We could be cordial talking about the goddamn Jeffersons. We could talk about anything cordially. We're not going to talk about your intent with me and how to handle me cordially when you're being an idiot.
I think she knew this was going to be a listener letter submission, so she was like, let me just play along with it and finish up this good story that I could send in.
I'm going to keep it real, shorty. I don't have no problem with you. I'm sorry I called you out your name. I don't mean no disrespect to you.
You did? I missed
yeah, because I said bitch this and the other, but I just feel like, make better choices for yourself. You look like you got great titties in your Avi.
Stop it.
It looked like nice. They was nice. But stop entertaining. Like, you are what you entertain. You are what you entertain. There's certain shit I just not going for, and I'm a nigga. I don't have as much. Like, bitch, I don't got no titties.
Can I make a point that he actually made? He said something that I can understand.
I'm sure you can.
His delivery was terrible. His mentality, as you said, was like he's 7 years old. His mentality, but he was like, why do men always have to take the loss?
That nigga butt hurt. Why are you telling me this? Go tell your friends that.
Let's just say men and women are making around the same amount of money. He's like, we need to get to know each other. Why am I spending hundreds, thousands of dollars to get to know everybody I'm dating? I'm gonna be losing in the dating world, and women are not. So I could understand.
Tell me that you're not ready to date without saying you're not ready to date.
Or simply take her approach, which she laid out for the nigga.
Laid it out.
I never told you to take me to a 5-star restaurant on the first date to get to know me. Take me for a walk in the park or go for coffee or lunch or something. Like, that's where the nigga's stupid.
Let me tell you, this is the thing about men, right, that I don't understand. So maybe you guys can help me. If you are casually dating multiple women, you should not be breaking the bank with every woman. That's my opinion, right? Like, you could have it's about being creative. You could go on a museum date on a Tuesday. You feel me? You could do a happy hour where the drinks is $5 for a certain amount of time. Like, there's so many different things that you can possibly do. And it's just like, oh, it's so expensive to date. Like, it's expensive to date you because I'm going to assume that you're a corny nigga. And I'm going to assume that you're a corny nigga and you have to take these women on these grandiose first dates every single time, and you're breaking the bank because it's overcompensating for the fact that you're whack. Because a nigga that's cool, a nigga that's confident, a nigga that's chill is going to find some other shit to do that's not going to break his pockets, especially if you're dating multiple women. That means that you have bad decision-making skills. That means that you have poor money management. If I'm dating 4 bitches, why am I taking 4 bitches out to Maestro's or to Ruth's Chris? That doesn't make sense. It's just illogical.
I think that you're making a great point. I will say I'm a bad dater. I spend a lot of money, and it never gets me nowhere. You know the dope shit? I'm serious. Seriously. No, I'm seriously. It's corny whack shit, me putting up. And somebody said, I never forget the person that was like, yo, Tyler likes to leave with money. Mm-hmm. I never forgot that because it's so true. And the true shit be stinging. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the dope dates, like, yo, there's like Instagram pages that always show you what's going on in your city.
Facts.
You know, like they be having galleries. Yo, you having good conversation with like, yo, did you see this gallery first? That shit make you look like you was some in-depth ass nigga. Like, yo, look at these pictures from this shit. Yo, would you want to go to this some shit?
Interactive
oh, this
art.
is fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you interactive art. I know they got like the Museum of Mirrors in New York. Like, yo, you see this? Oh, would you want to go? Oh yeah, well, you free Thursday? This is a date.
Yeah. That shit a $40 date.
It's a $40 date. Boom, yo. After that, you go get you a little New York strip steak, and then you might get some dick sucked in the car. I don't know. I'm just playing. But it's things like that where you're able to show what your personality is like. You're able to show real character. She might have a dude that's taking her to Maestro's, but he might be a stiff ass corny nigga. And she might suck his dick because of the day, you know. I don't know, but she might actually like
Saturday. Take me to fucking Smorgasbord in fucking Prospect Park. Like, there's so many different things that you can do because you're just trying to get to know somebody. Like, tell me you corny without telling me you corny at this point.
I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do. Trav, I hope you're in there. Let's make a section in the Discord, date ideas.
Oh, I like that.
Date ideas. Just different things that we put in the Discord that people might like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, let's do this. My girl might be in there like
Travis.
this. I told my girl the other day, listen, boo, please. I'm stressed.
I got it, OG. I asked this nigga for help one time. This nigga was ghost.
I told my girl the other day, babe, I am not, I need you to help me be the man. Can you plan the dates? Just say what you want to do, and I'll pay for it. It's just like, I don't care what it is. You want to go in the fucking promenade? You want to go in the goddamn one of the boats on Pier 39 or whatever? Whatever you want to do, I want to do it. I just got too much. Don't have time to plan these shits. She's like, all right, Tuesday, be ready. I was like, fuck. All right. But yeah, like, yo, like, we're gonna have a date. If you go to the Discord, and that is, you have to join the Discord by going www.patreon.com/So Shameless. I think it's podcast. So Shameless Podcast.
I just work here.
Or So Shameless Pod. It's one of them. And the link will come up. You join there. We send you the Discord link, and then you can come in and you can talk to all of these beautiful people. I am tired. I've had 2 sneaky drinks of alcohol.
That's fucking crazy. I'm about to.
I have to come back out here to Jersey. I have to come back out here to Jersey tomorrow to have Daj and Gunna and Loon on Hard or Soft.
I'm excited.
I am super excited about that because normally I just have all of these different characters, you know, just sitting here with friends talking about some fly shit. And I hope you guys tune in for that. If you're in the So Shameless Discord, I will be providing you with the Discord, the Patreon, the Zoom link for tomorrow because I feel like they're fans of Dodge. Why not? You know what I'm saying? So they can come listen, watch Dodge and Gunna talk this shit because we haven't really heard Dodge and Gunna talk next to each other for mad long. So them being on Hard or Soft is going to be fire.
I'm so afraid.
Don't be, because I'm not going to ask you no crazy shit. I'm not. We're going to talk about you watching him have sex the other day because I realized the other day that I did not set my boundaries far enough when it came to me and my girl. I am not prepared to watch her have sex with a guy.
Right.
Period.
Okay. You could just not watch.
I'm not prepared for that thought. I'm not.
Okay.
And listen, if that's unfair, she and I can have talk. We're gonna go to the therapist. We're gonna talk to the people. And
you
we'll
were supposed to
figure it out.
find me a sex therapist, and you did not.
I actually did.
But you didn't tell me.
And she's in Jersey.
Oh, thank you. I need her.
But yeah, I'm not prepared for that. I'm not prepared for that. So we'll talk about that tomorrow as well, and maybe Tanae will call in and be like, "Hey, that's fucked up." I don't know. She might got her hopes up, nigga. But who knows? Anyway, thank you guys for coming out. I'm not doing cap and no cap. I'm tired. I'm going home. I'm 76. So
I'm just so happy that you guys are in Jersey. I'm happy that you guys feel how I always feel at the end of So Shameless.
So Shameless.
No, fuck that. I'm doing So Shameless.
So Shameless.
And you guys are always welcome to come back. We love you here.
So Shameless.
No, you don't get to So Shameless, my So Shameless. I So Shameless, So Shameless. So Shameless. Motherfucker, you ain't even have your mic in your hand. I'm about to make, I don't know if anybody's hungry, but I am. I'm about to make some food. I'm about to smoke some weed. Shut up, Alexa.
Did she say y'all done?
What?
Is you finished or is you done?
Gunna did that.
He probably did that.
How did he do that?
He the type, because he could do that shit from anywhere.
Is you finished or is y'all done?
I know he did
Wow.
that shit. Y'all done? Is y'all niggas done or not?
Brandon's hungry.
Huh?
Let me see. I'm glad you figured that out. What's the end of it? The bottom of it?
Got your titties all in the Discord.
Yeah. That nigga be crazy, man. Yeah. Hey. I'm shameless, so shameless. With my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take your girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas up. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at teach, hoping that she don't notice. Titty sit right, that ass be poking. I'm sitting in the front cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I passed with an A, but left her with a D. I'm shameless, so shameless.